Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. I lost control there for a moment. Hello, hello?
Hello. There you
Sorry,
are.
my internet went out for a second. Oh god, when was the last time the stream went out? I gotta know where I left off. Help.
I don't know exactly what the last thing we heard that was heard in stream was. Last it was just you mentioned like Cyril and like Fiji was offering him
Assistance with his chest.
in case he needs it.
Okay, Cyril just kind of looks at like Fiji, kind of covers his man boobs and goes, "You're making me kind of uncomfortable, mate."
I'm sorry. It's just you're doing a lot for us. So, if I could help you out, I'd feel a little better.
But wait,
Plus,
are you
what
doing
if you
persuasion?
get sick?
Alright.
Persuasion. Not my strong suit, but here we go. Natural 1.
I think you should ride over in the front with the ladies and gent. I'll be fine.
Okay, fine.
Head over to the front. Away with you, pussycat. Go watch the front, see if there's any fish that jump up or something.
Does that happen? He's already over there.
Him. Okay. Yeah, by the way, guys, sorry about the disconnection. I just got everything, like, reset up. But yeah, we kind of left, we picked up where we left off with, like, Fiji just staring over at Cyril. Sorry, it was my internet. It went wonky. Okay, so all of you are now traveling.
I'm looking for fish that jump up.
Okay. Roll perception.
Everyone?
14.
No. Fiji's specifically looking for fish. Once in a while, you actually see some salmon that hop up above the water.
Ooh, I'm gonna bat at him.
Roll attack. See what happens.
Alright. Just martial arts.
Yeah. One hops up, just like up out of the water. Going against
18.
the stream. You fucking annihilate this fish. You guys just see Fiji just flap, and this big old salmon just gets swatted onto the deck, just dead. What do you guys think about that?
I think Diego is probably in the process of like sketching out this bullet and trying to figure out how he could like potentially make some of his own in the future. I think he can't really like examine it too closely because on like an unstable surface like the boat, but he wants to get like a head start on that. So, it's John. How does Fiji like? Do you pull the fish on? Is it flopping all over the place? Are you holding on to it? What's going on with it?
Well, it's like he pulls and he like bats it on, and then he like uses a hand to like hold the fish down.
So
yeah, like it's basically dead by the time he does that.
So you sort of like slap it into the boat and then just pin it down.
Yeah.
Hey, Dios mío, what's
Lunch.
Deli's very impressed. It's like, wow, that was great.
Looks
Good
like
job.
you guys have lunch. Salmon.
You remind me of those bears that would catch salmon with their feet, with their teeth, or with their paws in
Yeah,
mid jump.
Whoa, that's so cool. I'm like a bear.
But a cat.
I mean, actually, does the Voyager have does the Voyager have like a
little kitchen?
like a kitchen? Yeah, like a little kitchen or something for
Not
Earth?
really. There's a tiny like little mess kit and a tiny little, but looks like a gas stove, little tiny thing that he uses. What in the? Oh, that's a big fish.
Yes.
Good catch, mate. Glad I mentioned something about that. We should probably all eat something soon, because quite honestly, lunch is appreciated at this point. Good job. Watch out for more fish if you want. Maybe catch us dinner.
Wait, did you not get any dinner while you were there? Like any lunch to bring on your ship?
I got alcohol, and that's all that matters.
No, it's not what matters.
Dolly's getting mad again.
her she's getting so mad because it's like your basic instincts are terrible.
I think Diego is going to like pause for a moment. And is like, what? Have I seen this guy consume anything other than alcohol since I met him?
No.
Like even when we sat down to eat. Well, I guess Diego did stick around that long for.
No, he didn't.
You saw him go to a bar and get a bunch of drinks, but you never actually saw him get food.
See, he looks over to the group like, how much did he eat last night?
Oh, he didn't eat anything. He just drank.
Perhaps we should prepare this fish for his steak, if nothing else. We should make certain that he's got actual food in his stomach.
Might help keep him sober. What'd you say,
I'm
Dolly?
a bit hungry as well.
Alright, so, you guys going to, like, use this tiny little gas stove he's got in there?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and...
I'm just gonna say it's right next to him, like, on the left side.
Alright, yeah, I'll, Actually, I think Diego would realize he doesn't really know about, Like, I realize I am not particularly skilled in... Who is most confident in preparing of meals?
I am.
Okay, well, do you require any assistance?
Well, it's always welcome. Many hands make the food taste better.
And you're, like, carrying this big-ass salmon.
Plus, this guy's pretty big, so I'm gonna need some help preparing him.
You see, I'm gonna... Diego will assist with Fiji. He doesn't really know what he's doing, but he's just sort of like an extra pair of hands to help
Fiji
out.
will just, like, tell you, like, directions. Like, you gotta cut, like, in this direction so that the bones don't break. And
Dolly,
stuff
are
like
you
that.
watching this, too? Because you have experience with, you know, dressing fish and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna
Watch, I guess.
I'm just gonna kind of watch, but also give him some pointers so he doesn't,
Also, the three of you are, like, kind of helping Fiji.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you guys, you're teaching Diego how to cook, and Miss Lucy May, are you just watching the show?
I mean, I'm just watching because I'm just watching. Depends if she kind of also wants to learn a bit too.
Oh, so you're paying attention to see if you can figure out how to learn some cooking?
Yeah,
Come on, little dog, get in here.
Alright, so you guys all crowd over to the area where he's driving and start letting, like know how to, like, cook and stuff. Goldie's
Yeah.
just sitting there, and she picks up, like, a shoe, and the shoe that she brought on, and she lays it out in front of her like a little table, like she's waiting to be fed.
Oh my goodness.
I make sure to put down, like, a little, like, tiny fillet for her to munch on.
Every time you toss it down, she's, like, catching it with her teeth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright, I'm leaning this, so, what do I roll?
Alright, survival, actually, since it's
Alright.
cooking. So all of you are in there. You're just trying to
Sorry.
do, like, cooking, and he's Lucy May jumped overboard.
20.
Alright, 20. Like, you end up making the ship fill with this delicious smell of salmon. It's somewhat fishy, but at the same time, too, since there is, like, herbs and stuff that Dolly carries around with her that she's going to use for planting, you can actually use some for spices that end up making it taste more like an herbal salmon.
Fiji also adds in a little bit of, like, the herbs from his dim sum kit.
Yay! So you have dim sum herbal salmon.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
So it turns out amazing, and Cyril's like, his mouth's watering, and okay, when's lunch? I'll put this thing on auto drive.
Well, it would be good for you to have something other than alcohol in your system.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
Well, lucky for
But-
you, lunch is ready right about now.
All right, so literally you've made 5 large fillets from this one fish. Since it's a big old salmon. So you all separate it off, like have some mess kits and stuff in here. You actually take out your little mess kit, your little bowl and stuff, Fiji. You break it up into little pieces so you can actually use the bowl that was given to you by your parents last session. And it feels nice to eat with a pair of chopsticks again.
It does.
Yeah, Goldie is munching on like the fatty edges of where you use like part of the scales and stuff. She's like munching on like what she can get her hands on, and even takes the head and starts munching on it a little bit. Yeah, she's an otter. She'll eat everything off of that damn fish. So Cyril takes a bite of it, and okay, that's some good stuff right there. Good on you, mate. Damn.
You see, this is quite good.
Oh my god, this is so good. This is big like a good food out here, Fiji.
So you guys are like enjoying a nice meal.
Yes.
You notice Cyril like reach over. He like turns like a little like handle on the boat, does a little bit more of a crank, and it feels like it speeds up a little. Just to make more good time. I haven't had salmon in. So how was your night?
Actually, I don't think I've tried salmon. Well, let me think for a minute. I don't think I actually tried salmon.
This might actually be your first time trying salmon then, Miss Lucy May? Yeah, it's delicious.
Fiji done put his foot in it.
And no fur came off it either.
He's disciplined enough to keep that from happening.
Wait,
what?
That seems like something
in
like
there.
somebody in his family would have like
Yeah.
taught him not to do that.
Yeah, don't do it. It doesn't matter if you think your feet taste salty. It does not add any flavor.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys ride for a couple of hours, and surprisingly, there's not a lot of like interaction with Cyril trying to bug Dolly because he's just enjoying the flavor. Alrighty. We've been riding this boat for a couple of hours now, mate, so, we're actually getting close to our second town destination. Do we want to stop or keep going?
Okay.
Although I think I should probably refill on some essentials on my end.
That better mean food.
Sure.
Alcohol isn't food.
Well, it's consumable.
You need food on this ship.
Oh my gosh, you're not my mom.
I don't care.
Hey,
She's this. By the way, Diego, you're finally seeing how agitated she is. She is so
Her tail's
irritated.
flicking.
Her face gets a little red. Once in a while, her ear and tail like flicks.
I was gonna say, what's the next? Anyone got the map? Where are we going right now? Like,
Oh, gladly.
You see, I think knowing exactly how much time we have left would have to decide whether or not it is worth stopping.
Well, you guys. That's right. I don't have a marker like I did in the other games, do I?
Yeah.
You guys are. You've already went past Penning's Divide, and you're actually very close to Campbell's Mine because he's floored it. So you're going to be going by Campbell's Bridge soon? You guys have already started passing by the fork in the river. Gotta pay in mind not to go that way because they're still cleaning up that rock incident.
Well, it's still not been resolved yet.
Oh, no. I wasn't there. Only thing I know is that the water's blocked by some type of collapse.
We were there.
You see, unfortunately, we were caught in the middle of some of the worst of it, and they do not know if the rock slides continued after we managed to find ourselves on dry land.
Oh yeah, dude, it was gnarly.
Huh.
See, like, Dio kind of shivers a bit, remembering,
Yeah, you got thrown into that water real quick.
he just sort of subtly shifts a little bit further away from the nearest edge of the boat.
So, are we stopping, or are we keeping on going just to get to your destination? What are we doing?
I mean, how good are we on supplies? I think we could keep going.
Ugh, if you insist.
Nah, let's stop.
Good idea! I think they have a location there to buy supplies. You guys know damn well he's not looking for actual supplies, though, right?
Yeah, we know.
Is Dolly gonna object to stopping?
She's like, all right, fine.
Let's see what happens if you drink too much, buddy. Alright, it takes a little bit. About another hour or two. It's actually getting close to sundown again. It's been a couple of hours. You guys have eaten a nice meal, and you're getting relatively close. And then you see an oh-so-familiar area filled with farmland, some tents, and a couple of buildings. You have reached Campbell's Bridge, the little settlement. Alright, so, putting Petting's Divide away. Archive that again so I have room. Alright. Ah! Oh my god, I'm accidentally making more untitled things I don't need to make. By accident. I clicked the wrong button and it double clicked. Okay, you know, Campbell's Bridge. Here it is. You're at Campbell's Bridge again. You're over, like, near the dockway, so you guys would actually be, like, slowing down right here. Nice, tiny little area. You guys see an oh-so-familiar, little tent setup that's set up as a bar, which you know is the only one in town, so you know exactly where he's going.
Oh, I'm following him.
He's like, okay, guys, we're docked. Hey, guys, how you doing? He's like, how you doing, mate? Goes over and, like, runs by, and one of the people look up. Oh, hi, Cyril. Hello! And he, like, runs past him.
I'm kind of walking behind him, and I'm gonna go to, I'm gonna whisper in Goldie's ear. Every time he tries to order alcohol, screech.
I think I'm gonna...
And
You
she,
see,
like,
like,
hops down
Dolly-
and she, like, walks past him.
I think I see Dolly sort of, like, acting sort of... I think I'd approach her as, like, you seem quite concerned for
Yeah, I'll shrink you down to help.
the state of Senior
Yep.
Cyril.
It just makes me angry that no one wants to take care of their body and actively harming it. They're not taking care of themselves, and they need to eat proper good food if they're gonna help us.
I suppose that is true. He seems to take to alcohol quite well, though, does he not?
Just because you take alcohol very well doesn't mean it's healthy for you.
I will only say agree. I'm not as you know, I'm wary of alcohol.
I'm gonna say this. Goldie is hopping up next to him. Him, stop. Get down. Why are you biting my leg? And of course, as you guys approach, you actually see a very familiar, like, face. Oh! It's the group again that gave me the coffee bean! Hello! And she waves.
Hey, how's the coffee plant actually doing?
Well, you guys actually see, they've got a little pot planted in the coffee plant. It looks like it's grown a little bit since you guys were here. It's germinated and stuff.
Actually. Hi, it's good to see you again. The coffee plant's doing very well, I see.
Oh, yes, very good. I cannot wait. Neither can Little Bean. You guys are actually noticing since the last time she said something, she's only slightly showing now. She wasn't really showing at all before, but she's only slightly showing. I've eaten a lot of chocolate-covered beans. Like, the little one insists on it. Hello again.
It is good to see you. How is...
And the bartender just like waves at you guys.
How has business been in the brief time we've been away?
The usual. It's doing very good, thank you. And he's like, I would like one of the...
Okay, I was not like... Diego wasn't ready for that.
No,
Oh, son of a bitch.
He's
Well,
sort
no,
of like
oh my
leaning
God.
against...
It's just like, what happened to your golden rat?
Nothing. Anyway, what he was gonna say is he needed some food and supplies for the ship.
Oh,
Something
alright.
to consume and eat.
That's new for you, Cyril. Yeah, nice to see you too. What the fuck was
Goldie,
that?
I swear
You
to
know,
God,
my
if you give
usual
me a
little
heart
bed.
attack-
Oh, you want a little bit of the whiskey? What you're...
Just a heads up.
I don't think
No,
your
he-
golden rat likes it very much. That's
No,
strange.
he just wants supplies.
Y'all got me so bad. I
That's
had a heart
food,
attack.
maybe some grain.
He kind of looks over at you and he like narrows his eyes. And, oh, you're the one. You're the fucking reason, aren't you? I should not gonna play. Oh yeah, I would like the usual supplies. He says it, looking at looking at Goldie, who's like watching him, and kind of like her little nostrils flaring a little, like.
Oh, you mean the usual supplies of alcohol? No, that's gonna be a no.
Your little furry golden baby is crying. Is she said that he's an alcoholic? Looks like confused.
Yes.
I think so.
I think
So he can't
too.
drink while we're traveling with him. He can't drink much when we're traveling with him.
Looks like he's like, oh, you woman. He's getting like so mad, like, how fucking dare you? You're cock blocking my habit. It's like, well, I think I'm going to listen to the baby so I can have good practice for the little one then.
Lord
I
have
don't want the
mercy.
baby to scream like that. I mean, I get a good kick every time I don't eat any of the chocolate-covered beans. No alcohol for you! You'll make the golden baby cry! And Goldie immediately rolls on her back and looks all cute, like...
Scratch her belly.
He looks like, oh, pitiful. Like, look at the pitiful little golden thing. No drinking around her! Very well. He, like cracks his knuckles from how hard his knuckles are, like, white. Okay. Pays
Della
for
just
a little
gives
bit of
us-
supplies.
Della just gives a very innocent smile.
The Cyril look like he's gonna stab us at some point if he doesn't.
Yeah, well, why don't you incite him?
I'm not inside just because. Yikes.
Oh wait, I don't have advantage. Oops. Well, I guess
was the first roll?
was an 18.
Alright, he looks like he might stab Dolly at one point! And maybe the otter, but at the same time, too, he's like, "Ugh, fuck." He's like, fine. He buys some supplies. You staying in town long? No, you're not. We're on our way out right now. Right?
I would say I would help with the money, but I ain't.
I'm gonna go over and she's like, "Thank you for the supplies. I think it's very much needed." And she actually makes her plant bloom more.
Oh, we're going to have beans sooner. Thank you, Miss Dolly. Say
Thank
goodbye,
you.
sweetheart.
Mhm.
So, sayonara. Where are you
Listen,
going, by the way?
We are making our way towards Vale Town. Was it Vale Town? Vale.
Yeah,
Meltdown?
Valetown.
Yeah.
Ah.
We are making our way towards Vale Town at the moment.
Oh, be careful. Hearing weird things about that place.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Some people call it spooky. Haven't been there. People that go in there seem nice, though.
I see. We have heard it is a bit of a new settlement, so.
Very new.
Yeah.
Only, well, actually, not as No, it's where you said you came from, right?
You see, we're originally from Rattle Ridge, which was founded only a few months ago.
Started hearing about the making of it a little under a year ago.
So, and they are, of course, closer to the larger city, so it should be a fairly well-established location by now.
Oh, well, hopefully so.
Oh.
I hear the lady that runs the place is rather, what did they call it? She kind of looks at her husband, like, and he kind of like shrugs, like, a little bit, and like scratches the side of like his hairy arm, trying to think. Ah, yes, bougie.
What?
What?
Bougie.
She's
She's very
mean.
fancy.
Oh,
no surprise to me.
Bougie.
New Dog's very fancy too. He's bougie.
Bougie, I think, is an incorrect term. To
know,
be a member of the bourgeois is, of course, perhaps an accurate description, but I don't think that is quite the same as being bougie. He says as he's like looking all.
It's like,
Alright.
oh yeah, about that, guys. Let's go, mate. Come on, let's get going. So we can't stay in town long, lest we forget to get other supplies that are needed.
I think, can I sort of hang about as everybody sort of leaves?
If you want, like, he's grabbing his box of supplies and like marching out, like kind of muttering angrily under his breath. I'm a good day.
When
I'm
Cyril leaves.
following, making sure he's not getting
She's got
any
probably
alcohol on
that
this trip.
shit-eating, observing, like, smile on her face.
I think once Cyril leaves, I think I'm gonna ask them. Like, pardon, you I get un poquito, some sort of bottle of alcohol of, I suppose, any quality, just an emergency in case.
Goldie looks
you
at you
stood
in the
here.
doorway and is just all like, runs away, like, giggling, almost. Sounds like she's giggling, little shit.
Just rubbing his ear, and he's just like, he turns back to the bartender. As I was saying, is there anything I could purchase? Something portable?
For you?
Yeah, if it's not too much trouble.
It's no trouble. Let's see. This is I could sell you some wine.
This would be perfecto. How much do I owe you for such a thing?
This is a cheap spirit, so I'm going to say silver.
Not a problem. I've pulled out a silver, and I'm just gonna buy just a single bottle of cheap wine, and make sure he sort of packs it into his. No, actually, it's like Chester, hold on to these.
Chester opens up maw and just puts it in
Yeah.
his hand. Goodbye, little box boy.
Yeah, so just in case I get the impression that Cyril is going to go absolutely nuts, I'm going to have some alcohol that I can give to him.
Emergency supply.
Yeah,
I think you and me both have the same idea because Lucy may stay behind for a second, and she was like, "I thought that too," because I think.
You see, I mean, he is not a bad fellow so far, but he seems quite addicted.
Yeah, every time he's here, when on boat trips past a year or so, he's been drinking a lot. It's like, very true, I worry sometimes. He drank an entire keg one evening himself.
I believe you must be mistaken. That is quite a physical impossibility.
No, he betted money. He won. He drank whole thing. Had a doctor look at him, too.
He was well after this.
He was sloshed. But,
Oh, well, that is how strange.
You see why the little golden baby cries.
Well, why? Because I know that he's like a tiefling. Is there any like lineage of tiefling that would explain why he's
roll, I'm gonna say medicine.
Alright.
Because of, physiology and stuff that you'd know from your own personal medical stuff, being a tiefling.
Yeah, so nothing too amazing. 17, rolling decently tonight.
Well, surprisingly, no. There's no tieflings that you know of that would take that much alcohol like a champ.
Yeah,
They would either have some type of alcohol poisoning or be so damn drunk they will not wake up from like a day or so of a coma. Alcoholic coma, even.
Yeah, because he just did things like, well, that sounds like a devilish thing, and that there's probably is a devil somewhere that's like the devil of alcohol, but that doesn't
Devil
necessarily
of, like,
mean
gluttony or something, but it doesn't mean that they can drink that much when they're mortal.
Yeah, he's like,
It's not normal at all. In fact, it's abnormal.
well, this is quite unusual. It's a bit of a phenomenon to a certain degree. I think he does. He's wandering back to the toward. I think we're done shopping here, and he's just heading toward the boat. But he is taking notes in his notebook as he walks, and he's found a mystery, and now he's kind of.
He's wondering on how he can drink so much and still be alive.
Hey, DM.
Yeah.
That building that Lucy May started to help with the last time she was here, how's that coming along?
Oh, luckily it was a big enough one where you can actually see it in the distance. It looks like it's about halfway done. It's looking pretty good.
Hey.
Looks like that might actually be the start of a larger, almost a town hall building.
Oh.
So, you're liking how it looks. You can tell where your foundation and stuff is, which is nice. It looks nice and sturdy. Well, you guys make your way back over to the boat. Cyril is quiet. Too quiet. And he's, he's over, he goes to the side, he's like, y'all get in the boat! Come on, mates, let's get going. We're gonna go to this Vale town before we're able to get anything else out of the way. We're gonna keep going until we make it in the morning.
Well, if you're willing to brave the night driving, I am amenable to this.
Are you on the boat already?
Yes, he's already on the boat.
Everybody on the boat?
Yep.
You're
Yes.
mid-sentence, it's boat starts up. You guys have to, almost fall over.
I admit it. So if this is, I'm amenable to this. Oh,
Shit! Yeah, Goldie does the whole, little... sound like she's rolling with it again.
It's enjoying the feeling of rolling along the bottom of the boat.
Yes, she is. She's a little crazy, but she's enjoying herself.
Your otter is your child is weird.
She gets up, runs to the other side, and hops up so that the boat moves without her, so she can roll a little again. She enjoys it when it goes really fast. So yeah, he's got some supplies. You just see the boxes sat down near the entrance, not even through or anything. How's Dolly feeling about herself right now?
Pretty good.
She's hey. You guys see a smug look on Dolly's face. Cyril's got the door shut, so he's over there. He's quiet. You don't know what's up, but he's on the other side, he looks like he's stewing a little bit whenever you do see him.
I think, no, I think Diego, once his curiosity is piqued, it's hard to get him to focus on other stuff. So I think he'd be approaching Cyril and hey, pardon me, hey Cyril, is it true that at one point in Campbell's fridge, you consumed an entire keg of alcohol within a single night?
Goldie, it looks like she's getting ready to screech again at the word of alcohol.
That's nothing to purchase.
Dolly just hey, no, we're out of town now. We don't have to do that. I know.
She starts throwing a tantrum as you finish speaking. Diego.
I'm just gonna scratch her belly.
She's just a little growl purr thing, trying to be mad as you rub her belly. And he kind of looks at you, Diego, and he kind of does a whole little halfway kind of chuckle when you asked that, it won a lot of money that night, mate. Yes, I did.
How did you accomplish this feat? Was it a... Did you actually do this? Was this a trick you were pulling? Some sort
No.
of a false...
I'll show you how I did it. I laid down beneath it, opened it up, and a crowd of people went chug, 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 chug. That's how I did it.
And then, could you approximate the size of this keg? Because it is a, he holds up like his hand like like one of those like little mini kegs size.
No. He
Just slowly spreads his hands apart until he gets to.
Yeah, about standard.
So like it's like the size of like an actual, like if you went to.
Not like a huge barrel keg, but like half that size, what you would have for like a party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of those kegs, or if somebody were to drink it, that'd be bad.
Yeah, so not like one of those little like
not tiny
Dos Equis kegs you could get at like Walmart, like
no,
like a big
double that size at least.
Yeah, he's like
he looks proud of himself.
He's physically fitting. Simply that volume of liquid within a person is a feat unto itself.
Oh, I had to piss like a Russian racehorse. But I did it. Made 25 gold that night in bets.
I'm certain you must have felt quite unwell the next day.
A little hungover.
Is there any particular reason you are able to consume alcohol in such a great volume?
That's my little secret.
I'm kind of worried you're not dead yet.
You're worried that I'm not dead? I'm hurt.
What is this? Sorry. It's like, I'm worried. It's like, I'm amazed you're not dead yet. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, you're worried about me.
Consuming that much, I would assume that a lot of things would be failing right now.
Apparently my charm's failing somehow when it comes to... Drinks a little bit of alcohol that was in his hands.
I'm gonna look through his supplies and see what we should cook up tonight.
Right. There's some grain and some oatmeal and stuff. So they grabbed some essentials. You could probably make some oatmeal.
I'll make some oatmeal because he probably needs to put that in his stomach.
Should I try to catch another fish?
Go for it.
Actually, do they have some kind of grits or something like that?
Yeah, there's grits, oats. Let's see, and
eggs.
No eggs, but there is some cream of wheat.
I was gonna say, look, if we got some cheese, we can make some cheese grits with some salmon.
Grits and salmon.
Come on, we had grits. We can't look. We ain't got no rice.
You're asking
grits
for
and
the wrong
salmon.
country.
I think
grits and salmon would sound probably good. Can you catch another one?
I can try.
Put whatever the spice you did this morning and
see, and
what is that spice? I'm curious.
How about you guys take it out there so it doesn't fill this place too much up with smoke, eh? The sides are more open.
It is a wise move. I think Diego would help sort of move the, I guess it's basically like a hot plate, I guess.
Well, yeah, kind of. It's a tiny like little gas grill.
Yeah.
He's got a small one. It's got like a little grill top thing where you can put the mess kit on to like cook. So he like motions for you guys like to at least step out. I've got to do slight maintenance.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna step out and help Fiji.
I could assist you with.
I was gonna help you too.
I don't think that's necessary. You guys don't know the boat like I do. It steps on the floor and it opens up. And you guys see the gears just moving really fast. Just checking it.
See, and how long have you been able to consume alcohol in these Is it only alcohol that you can consume in this, or are you capable?
He's
Are you
like
capable of
climbing into
consuming
the
others?
hole.
Like if it is simply water, does it have the same effect, or is it?
Hold this, and he hands you an empty bottle. Like,
Yeah,
he's like trying his best to ignore you. Lucy May, you're watching Diego like ask all these questions as this guy's slipping like down into this hole full of gears and like slipping up underneath the boat. And you just see his boots hanging out, his tail once in a while flicking with every question. Meanwhile,
Hey,
oh
Diego, I don't know if we should be.
yeah. Diego's got a mystery, and you guys can see this is kind of how he gets when he's curious about things.
Diego, I think. Where'd he go?
He's
Well,
like, you just see his tail and like shoes like hanging out.
he's like,
Oh.
well, you see, most of these ships will have a certain maintenance
reaches
hatch,
out,
which of course.
Hand me one of your tools, damn it.
And what do you require?
Either a wrench or a screwdriver.
I passes him like a wrench, and he hands it to him as he's also like explaining in way too much detail how what Cyril might be doing to Lucy May.
Oh
So-
god. So yeah, like he's up underneath Lucy May, you're getting an engineering lesson that was unwarranted.
Mhm.
I was gonna try to kind of assist.
No, you can try to assist. How are you gonna assist though, since Diego's explaining everything?
No. I was gonna kind of be like,
So you're gonna try to hand him tools and stuff to make it easier?
yes, because I know he's gonna want us to GCFO. Because I was gonna go help with the fish and cook, but now I kind of got roped into the.
If you want, you can like excuse yourself because Diego, like you're like unsure what to think, so you're like kind of wide-eyed there, like kind of little tight-lipped, and you're like,
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah,
swinging out through the door.
Yeah. If you ask Diego a question, he will tell you the full answer, and
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 do you
nothing
like
short
turn
of it.
around and I just start.
Like
doing that
every-
kind of stuff?
it's like every time he turns to like
Talk.
respond to something with Cyril, like Lucy May's just a little.
Close.
Just like a half step closer to the door, looks down, comes back, she's another half step closer to the door, and she just
And then she's
like
gone.
red light, green light, just gradually leaving the room.
You were out. And they're like,
Yep.
oh, she must have needed to step out or something. Lucy May, you see, okay, Diego, you continue to like ask him questions and like hand him any tools he asks for, and he's still up underneath there.
That's what he's doing. He just got caught up in a mystery.
So like the two tieflings are working at engineering. Fiji, Miss Dolly, you guys are looking out. Go ahead, and I'm gonna have you both roll for perception so you can help each other out, like with the water, to see where you can see the fish.
All right.
Do not
And like
go
Lucy
in
May,
there.
you like immediately like run out like.
Don't go in there.
All right. Just straight or advantage?
For perception?
Hmm.
What was that?
First, like, am I rolling straight
Oh
for
yeah,
perception?
rolling
Okay.
advantage. Dolly said she
Oh.
was giving you advantage.
All right. Perception advantage. Double 15.
All right, and you guys actually see that there are some fish over in here. There's some looks like walleye. Nope, not walleye.
Oh.
No, salmon. Walleye was a different type of fish. But yeah,
said
you
perch.
can go ahead and roll for an attack with one hops out.
All right. And this one will be straight.
Yep. Because Dolly helped you
Okay.
like find it and stuff, so at least you know where it is. You're like hanging halfway off the boat. Meow.
Ooh, 11.
They don't have very high AC. So
Can I
you
use
catch it,
flurry
it's a
of-
little sloppy, but
Can I use a key point to catch more?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see what you roll for the second one.
All right.
Oh yeah, you catch one more fish and you catch 2 decent sized salmon. Not as big as the last one you caught, but damn decent. Like Lucy May, you're like happy to see that there's fishing and you don't have to worry about all the questions that Diego was asking.
Mm-hmm.
And Dolly starts helping you like dress these fish so you can get them started. In fact, this over here, like where you're at the edge of the boat, is where you put like the little stove top so you can start cooking. And it is actually starting to get somewhat dark now. He's deciding to ride through the night.
Mhm.
Yeah,
gonna
we could
have-
serve these boys up with some grits.
All right. Roll survival. Lucy May, you helping with cooking too?
I sure am.
All right. Go ahead and whomever wants to take the roll at advantage.
I'll take it. 14.
All right. Not as good as the last meal, but still pretty damn decent. You got some decently cooked grits and some nice spiced up fish to go over the top of them. So you've got like a little meal going on. All right. Dinner is now ready. And at this point, Cyril is done doing his maintenance.
Mhm.
He kind of sits up and he buttons the top level of his shirt like up because it probably came undone or something as he like came up from underneath, and he kind of gives you a look. And I think dinner's done, mate.
He's like,
Shut
I
up.
see you. Oh, yes, of course. And has he, like, with Diego's constant like questioning, has he answered anything, or has he always been like dismissing it?
He's just been like doing like sounds like yeah. Oh, that's interesting. What else do you know about that? So yeah, he's just like nonchalantly saying stuff for you to keep talking. He hasn't answered really anything.
Just-
So he's just like, good talk.
He, see, yes. Enlightening. Just, let's see what has been cooked. Gonna step out to see how things are going out here.
You step out and you actually hear the door lock.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, he locked it behind you. Like, well, that was rude.
You have like a moment of like, I'm gonna figure out how this. I'm gonna figure this guy out.
So yeah,
But
like, I'm gonna have it to where we take a break right now.
Alright.
15-minute break. You guys are having a little bit of an adventure. Like, Cyril's like now the main mystery for Diego, who's like,
Mhm.
He's like over here, like somewhat annoyed. You guys have food and everything cooked. Goldie is sitting here
Mhm.
waiting for the food, using the stairs like a little table, waiting to dine. So, 15 minutes, everybody, and we shall be back.
Yeah.
Alright.
Please enjoy
It's
these
all
short
about
intervals.
15.
Oh yeah, see you in 15 minutes, y'all.
Bye.
15.
See ya.
Are you guys ready?
Ugh.
No.
Too bad. Are you guys ready?
No.
Too bad.
Do I look like?
I have no idea what the quality of this fucking stream is. I don't give a crap if I'm, swearing and whatnot. But we found this island. I just made a realm for just me and my friends. So I got the official Cyan Tiger here with me.
Yeah, but boy.
I made her skin, if she'll hold still, to look like her icon. Sup. And my lovely wife, Red Lotus Blossom. Hey, peeps and creeps, how was your break? Did you get drinks? Did you eat food? What do you mean there's no sound? Is there sound right now? I just turned it on. I just didn't do the undo thing till now. At least I know the the amount of sound and stuff. It doesn't have too much of a delay. Okay, we're getting back to it. Okay. The group is now curious about Cyril. They have finished up making some lunch. As Diego steps out and notices that lunch is ready, you guys all hear an audible click. The door is locked to the captain's quarters.
How's he gonna get his food?
You guys see a window just slightly open, and then he pats on it. Put the tray there.
Oh, that answers my question.
He can still somewhat hear you on there, since it's not too thin. But yeah, Diego, you got locked out. There's just a little window for you guys to slip the spoon into right now.
Well, that is. Yeah, I suppose I've been a bit overly curious. What did you all manage to prepare this evening?
Salmon and grits.
Not bad.
Sort of gets himself a plate and sits down and starts eating.
It's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, do you guys all just sit down on a bench and start eating, or just sit down where you stay? Wait, is
Sit on a-
Miss Cyan back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just didn't hear you for a second. Making sure everybody's here, just in case.
Yeah, I sit down and eat too.
Alright, so you guys just all sit down, enjoy the meal. You slide his food into like one of the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, thank you. And he shuts it and closes the blinds.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's warming up to us, guys.
Door's locked.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
It's certainly a mystery of how he is able to consume alcohol to the rate that he does. He seems to have some sort of knowledge of what makes him different in this way and unwilling to share this information.
He'll probably share it with us if he needs to.
Well, just I wonder if whatever this is, if it's something that could be of use somehow for someone else. I'm not certain exactly what state someone would have to be in where consuming alcohol would be a solution to a problem, but
Right. Does Fiji share anything that he's noticed about the alcoholism?
Oh, yeah. Fiji actually, like, it kind of, like, clicks with him. And, like, well, when I was looking at him, I tried to see if he was getting, like, sick or hungover, but it turns out he was totally fine. Like, the alcohol didn't act like alcohol with him.
he's does seem to be a bit tipsy at times. I'm certain that it seems able to maintain his facilities more than you would anticipate.
I don't think I don't think the drinking is as bad as it is for, other people.
I still should eat a pretty balanced meal.
That is true.
Well, I cannot think of anything in his nature out of the ordinary. He's, of course, as I have said before, tieflings are. We are not always predictable with our genetics.
Maybe it has something to do with what he was doing to his chest earlier.
But what was he doing with his chest?
Oh, he had like a screwdriver and he was like messing around with it. I tried to sneak up there.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but I couldn't see what he was doing.
Would Diego have any idea of why somebody would be doing something like that?
Roll intelligence?
Alright, because he has some sort of prosthetic installation. I suppose that would explain to a certain degree.
Yeah, you've only seen him with his shirt partially, like more or less off, or just, messed up.
What if the booze is like food for him?
But what does the 21 check get me, DM?
Yeah, basically, possibly a prosthetic. Maybe. That or he's a kind of a freak.
Well, it's a possibility that he has a prosthetic of some kind. It's even possible that this prosthetic may even be fueled by alcohol. It's a easily acquired fuel source, although it is not known for being particularly efficient.
To be
Yes.
actually, powered by any alcohol or anything, but that's unheard of.
Yeah, so it would be quite a feat if he is able to accomplish such a thing. Certain alcohols, of course, thing of extremely high proof could be used as a simple fuel, but beer and wine would be highly inefficient. Not without. Then again, Chester, of course, is fueled by potential energy from within a simple coffee bean.
It all sounds very confusing. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, of course, if he required alcohol for this purpose, why would he not simply say so? Considering he being asked to avoid indulging.
Maybe because he thinks no one will believe him.
Hmm.
Well,
Well,
Or he's
it
just
would
really
only be nice
pregnant.
to know. It would really be nice to know if he needs it to survive,
yes,
instead of just wanting to drink.
Although I also suspect that a traditional alcoholic without any unusual medical thing may also claim that they need it to survive if the situation came up. Although that may be also a reason for not mention it in the first place, as you may have expected it to be.
Fiji's trying to get towards a window to peek in on him or something.
He's knocking on the window to get his attention.
Hey! What?
Do you need alcohol to survive?
Yes, totally. He shuts it.
Are you lying to me?
Shut the window.
Yeah.
Window, are you lying to me?
Well, according to him, he says yes, but I'm still on the fence.
This is so difficult for me. I am very curious to see if he has some sort of prosthetic. I've not been able to observe such a thing. Of course, there is a certain level of prosthesis involved with side mounts, so this would be a similar phenomenon, although...
But he's not a horse.
The same principle can be applied to other life forms. But of course, it would be... I'm realizing now I have been incredibly rude this whole time with him, but I've satisfied my curiosity, and we do not know what situation may have occurred to, if he even has a prosthetic, why he would have one, and it may be an unpleasant thing to question a man about.
Maybe we should leave it alone? I kinda don't want to, though.
I would like to have a solid answer, if only so we could determine whether or not his drinking is a problem or not.
If you're just gonna knock on the window again.
Oh, God.
God.
And go knock on the window.
Cyril! Hey,
What?
Cyril! Do you want us to leave you alone?
Goodness. And he goes over and he unlocks what?
Do you want us to leave you alone?
You bloody hell. You really you kept knocking on the window to ask if I wanted to be left alone.
Yes.
I thought that would be a little obvious, Fiji.
Dolly's just holding
You
her.
haven't answered my question. You haven't answered, though.
She's just putting her face in her hands, just oh my god.
So yes or no?
Yeah, Diego's whole brain is just shutting down.
A little bit of a space, please.
This much?
Maybe I just need alone time to think. Maybe the captain's quarters needs to be the captain's quarters for a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
just me and no probing of the questionnaire
Doesn't-
kind.
Doesn't that get lonely though?
Not the probing.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
No probing. Got it.
please no. He like steps back. Are any of you guys giving Fiji like a look?
Diego
I
is
am.
like stunned at the moment, and but like, he has a very mixed feel. It was like, was that incredibly rude or incredibly polite? Because on the one hand, he legitimately asked a real question and accepted the answer.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave him alone, but I'll still keep an eye on him.
I believe that is the best thing to do.
You guys actually hear the boat give off like a little bit of a and you feel it speed up.
How late is it getting to be at this point?
It's about bedtime actually.
Yeah, I think Diego would say he Cyril seems intent on driving through the night to get to Vale Town as quickly as possible. Perhaps we should bed down for the evening, although I think, considering we are still in the wild at this point, it may be best for us to keep watch throughout the night.
Keeping watch might be a good idea. You never know.
So who's gonna take the first watch then?
Well, it is partially on my fault. Not that we've got a bit of a late start this morning, so I feel it's only fair that I take the first watch.
I'll take second watch.
I'll take the third.
So Dolly's gonna probably get a whole night's of rest.
Yes, Senorita Dali, it'd be best if you could get some rest and perhaps make certain that Goldie does not get up to too much shenanigans in the night.
Alright, Goldie, rest time. I know.
She goes over and like flops up onto your lap. Like does that like sit up thing where she like lays her belly like up along your chest so you can like hold on to her.
Mm-hmm.
And just goes puts her head down, like to rest like on you like that, like a baby.
Well, with that being said, Fiji's gonna curl up and go to sleep.
So you go to sleep then, Miss Dolly.
Mm-hmm.
Fiji goes to sleep. And Miss Lucy May goes to sleep. Alright, Diego, you're the first to keep watch.
And he's gonna have Chester come up and join him as well.
Chester just, like, makes its way over. If you want, you can drop him down just to show that he's there.
Yeah, let me.
Just
Chester
goes and
pops
sits
out.
down.
Alright, Chester, this. Just keep an eye out for dangers, and if you see something, bring it to my attention.
Chester does the whole, like, little woo
Mm-hmm.
thing, like, to agree. Alright. Roll perception.
Does take note of the fact that Chester sort of come up with his own, like, affirmative sign, which is interesting. So let's see, we'll go ahead and roll for me and Chester. So that's 12 from Diego and only a 9 from Chester. Chester's usually better at it than Diego is, but
Okay, so you don't really notice too much. You sit down, you watch the water, you look up at the stars that you can kind of see even with the lights.
yeah,
Just
he's
keep an eye.
yeah, thinking about that mystery. He's probably like going through it in his head like 100 different like theorizing of how. I think he's at this point trying to theorize how to convert alcohol into a power source.
Yeah, it's just
Since-
like, can it be done?
So he's just doing a lot of math in his head while he sort of looks at the stars and stuff.
Yeah, you proceed to like keep an eye out. You and Chester notice nothing at all during your watch. Up next would be Fiji.
Alright, and I just tell Chester. Okay, Chester, make certain to assist Fiji. You do what he says. He hesitates for a moment to tell Chester to just do whatever Fiji says. You know what, Fiji's weird, but he doesn't deliberately cause trouble. So I just come over and just shake his shoulder to make him up.
I'm up.
Yeah,
Unrolls from like kitty ball and stretches at full length.
Yeah.
And nothing out of the ordinary to report. Cyril seems to be. I didn't check on him. He seems happy to be left alone.
Yeah, he said so, so I'm gonna respect that.
And of course, Chester will listen to you for the evening.
Nice!
Can I do like an insight check to see if like does Fiji, when I told Fiji that, does it seem like he immediately has an idea of what he wants?
Yeah, roll insight, and then you can say whether or not you have an idea or not, Fiji. Natural.
I rolled in that one.
Like, oh, he's fine. Does Fiji have an idea on what to do?
No, he does not.
Well,
He's just winging it.
I think Diego's kind of like, he's like, all right, well, he's probably up to something, but it can't be that anything that bad, right? So he's kind of sleeping uneasily because now he's wondering if Fiji's up to something.
Like, he gets up there and he kneels down and, like, waits. He, like, watches Diego fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, hey, Chester,
Chester.
I'm gonna teach you something.
Chester.
I'm gonna teach you.
Like jumps up and down, like not really jumps, like lifts, like.
Okay. This is water. Water.
Chester is like, are you pointing to it or anything?
Yeah, I'm, like, pointing to it. Water.
He points down to the water. Hey, why don't you roll intelligence, Diego?
Sure. Let's see how Chester does. Chester is just straight intelligence. I rolled a 12.
Chester reaches down and claps at it when you say water.
Yeah. There you go, buddy. You're doing great. He, like, pets him.
Chester just like keeps the one like arm in the water and the other like one lifts up and goes, "Ew." like you know the woo little fist pump.
Okay, back up so you don't fall in.
Looks up at you and proceeds to back up one.
Okay. Now I'm gonna actually do my watch.
Chester keeps an eye out too because that is what Chester has been directed.
Ooh, no, but 7.
And let's see how Chester does. We got a +4. 17.
Chester, looks around and like lifts his arms up like towards the shoreline as you guys are like moving.
Mm-hmm.
And he like rotates the body like the box as it's doing that. It doesn't notice something. Fiji, you follow its line of sight, and you see something that looks long and dark and spindly looking through the trees. And as you look up near the corner of your eye, it disappears behind whatever tree it was behind.
Ah.
It looked like it was probably about 10 feet tall.
Is it still following us?
You can't really tell, but you know that Chester is crab walking, facing the direction it was in, reaches up. Still doing the crab walk.
I'd follow him.
What the hell? Proceeds to do it and face the same direction, even rotating when it gets close enough. Just did you guys pass by something?
Yeah.
And then finally calms down and looks at you. Woo?
Woo! Chester saw something weird, but it's okay now.
I just watched something weird.
Come on, Chester, let's go back to our post.
Chester looks up his hero. Woo. And follows you out the door. Please shut on the way out. Chester actually reaches up and helps you shut it.
And then, continue, he's, Fiji's a little more, alert now, but he's very quiet and vigilant.
Right, you got freaked out by something that was, doing a little bit of hide-behind action on a tree. And, once in a while, Chester looks like he, lifts up his arms, and then stops. Sees a bat fly by, immediately puts arms up and tries to frantically follow it, like he's trying to face up with a bat.
Nah, there's no need to mess with that dude. He's got somewhere to be.
The bat literally flies up underneath the boat, trying not to get swacked by it as it goes up underneath, over everybody's head and flies off to the side. So you and Chester, there's nothing else eventful. After a little bit, you do notice that the boat does speed up. Chester kind of does the armed thing a little bit, one more time. But that's right before it speeds up, and as it speeds up to, you can't really see what Chester sees. But after a little bit, he puts, his appendages down. And your shift is now over.
Alright. I'm gonna go wake up Lucy May. Yo! L-Dog! It's time for your watch! I will tell you, we did see something weird.
When you say something weird...
It was on the shoreline. It was skinny and it was stick-like. But dark. It stayed where it was, though. I don't think it's following us.
Yeah, Chester just sits there and patiently waits. What does Lucy May say to, that kind of creepiness?
Oh, hell no.
You're so quiet, by the way, fam.
What?
Okay, that's a little better. But yeah, you're oh hell no. That does not sound fun at all.
So you got me going out here. Wait, where was this thing? You said a creepy... stick?
It was a while back. It was we've gone we've been traveling so fast and we went so far. I don't think it's following us or anything.
In the morning, I want to ask Dolly what that is.
Yeah, but keep an eye out just in case it is.
Okay.
But yeah,
Alrighty.
Chester is looking at you, waiting.
Oh, hey, Chester.
Mhm.
Alrighty. You get some sleep, Fiji. Alright, Chester, let's go outside.
All right, I will. And Fiji immediately curls up and falls asleep.
Mhm.
Little like ball of fur. You see Goldie stretch out, wake up, and run over to Fiji, hop on top of Fiji, like do like the kneading dough thing, and then sleep on top of him. So you just see
Mhm.
orange with gold.
Mhm.
That looks adorable. Alrighty, let's go, Chester.
So Chester goes out and does a little watch with you as well, Lucy May. Go
Alright.
ahead and roll perception.
Okay. Keep a good eye out for me, Chester.
Go ahead and roll perception for Chester, and of course you too, Lucy May.
Chester got a 21.
Alright. Lucy May, you notice some movement in the trees, other than like the fact you're speeding by faster than what you're used to. If you're not careful, you might get motion sickness from how fast this boat's going.
Oh. No.
But Chester, at one point, lifts arms up. The boat's going pretty fast, but like lifts up the arms and like faces out in the direction. And you look out and you see something just in between the trees a little bit, and it looks like it's keeping up with the boat. You know, but in the trees, like it's running along the riverside, in and out of the trees.
Oh, hell no. Is it the same thing?
It kind of matches the description that Fiji talked about. Every time you look directly at it, it's like it seems to like find a way to go behind something somehow. But it's still, you see it like wisping between different trees.
Oh, hell no. I'm waking Dolly ass up. Nope.
Like, nope,
Nah, mate.
nope. Like
Hey,
Fiji.
Dolly?
Dolly, you're
Dolly,
sleeping
wait.
and you get woken up, like someone nudging you.
Dolly, wake your ass up.
Okay, what, huh?
So, there's some spooky ass shit going on in the trees. How would I describe it? Look like a stick man, and it's keeping up with us.
What do I roll for that? Do I have advantage on it too?
Yeah, like history, like what you've learned.
So I have advantage on that?
Yeah.
Like every time I look, that thing be dipping out of the trees. Just seeing it.
16.
He saw it.
It sounds like a hide behind. It's not making any noise or anything, but you know better than to look into trees to acknowledge it. Sadly, somebody's acknowledged it.
It's acknowledged.
So it might try to keep up for a while unless the boat speeds up even faster.
I did not mean to acknowledge it. I did not know what
Look
it
away from the
was.
forest.
Okay,
Don't keep looking. Just look away from it. Good. He's driving, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep.
Knock on the door.
Fuck that.
You're like, fuck this, I'm going back to bed.
You know, hold on.
Chester's like,
Chester, do me a favor, sweetheart. Don't look in the forest.
Point
Cuddle
over
up
to
with
the
your
trees.
Don't look.
It turns away, lifts back legs up like it's doing a like pose.
I mean, I guess it
handstand,
was.
like still try to post up but not look at it.
Yeah, you know what, Chester? As long as you're not looking at him, you can still post up with your
Is that the equivalent to the box mooning a look behind? But yeah,
well,
like
I mean, they're getting the wooden end of a chest. I mean, I guess. I guess that counts as flashing your bare wooden.
Flashing the undercarriage.
That is definitely undercarriage.
Okay, so you're like trying not to look at the trees. Okay. Wait, what's this? What'd you show? Like,
Lucy May, like, oh
yeah,
hell.
Lucy. Oh hell no! Like I'm just covering up. Okay, Dolly, you're like walking. Cyril's like half awake. Oh, it's about time you come in to see me.
Raises an eyebrow. What did you expect me to come in here and do?
We can figure it out if you'd like.
Yeah, you need to speed up the boat.
What?
We have a bit of a situation.
Where? Behind?
I'm not gonna tell you. Well, it's a hide behind, but I'm not sure if you know what that is.
What?
It's pretty that's the name was given. Hide behind. Very tall, lanky, and it's keeping up with your boat.
You start looking around for it.
And she just like
No, you grab his
she grabs his chin and keep him steady.
Oh.
It's like if you acknowledge it, it'll keep following us.
You have my attention.
Just keep going the same direction. Don't acknowledge it, but quicken the pace of the ship.
Aye, aye. You gonna keep holding my chin in place, or is this?
She just lets go.
No, come on. And he like speeds the boat about of annoyance. Like he thought you were coming onto him.
She sits down holding Goldie.
He's like, something else is speeding up, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, his heart rate started speeding up. But yeah, you feel the boat actually pick up. You weren't sure if it could actually go any faster, but here it goes. And it just... And you actually have to hold on to the seat. Lucy May, you're like over there trying to like cover up with your blanket, and you almost roll on top of Fiji. Diego, even though you're laying down, you almost roll on top of like Chester.
Yeah,
And there's a big jet stream just right behind the boat popping up.
Yeah, I think getting woken up to find herself like cuddled up. Didn't somebody tell Chester to cuddle up with Diego?
Yes, I might have accidentally
You like get like moved over and you're like up against something. You're like, this doesn't feel like the soft body of Miss Dolly.
Mm-hmm.
You remember laying down her, and you just see the eye of Chester near you with like mechanical arms all around you. But for some reason, its butt legs are hanging over the edge like it's trying to moon something while holding you. So this is really awkward.
He's learning.
Just blank stare for like a solid like it's okay. Chester, enough. Back to this regular starting position. Oh, we are going.
Alright, like looking out, like you actually kind of spot something, Diego, for a second, and it looks like it's trying to keep up. You guys see something dark in the water. You actually see something approaching in the water, and it looks like it's trying to head towards the boat, like it's attempting to keep up.
Diego, don't look in the water.
Wait, what is this thing? There's a thing following us.
Please keep your eyes on Please keep your eyes on the bottom of the boat.
Just look at the floor. That's a shiny floor.
Trust me, right?
You just hear something right along the edge. Just, oh man, it's gonna hurt my ears, but just trying to clip at it. It almost sounds like something scraping against the plate, but it's the side of the boat.
I think Diego is like pulling out his gun and making sure that it's like loaded. He's like, "You're certain we're not supposed to be looking at this thing, but it sounds like it's attached to the side."
Unfortunately, there were mistakes that were made last night.
What is the threshold? At what point do we turn around and deal with this?
I don't know.
If it climbs on the boat.
Dolly.
That's what I'm telling Dolly right now. If it climbs on the boat, you'll have to deal with it.
When it climbs on, if it climbs on the boat, then we'll have to deal with it.
Could someone explain to me why we're ignoring something literally scraping the bottom of the boat? Right near me!
If you stop, you're gonna have to deal with how big is it again? 10 feet?
Yeah, about 10 feet tall, possibly.
You're gonna have to deal with a 10 feet tall entity that's very powerful. In strength.
Oh, hell.
Damn, I was hoping you were saying a euphemism for you!
Can I...
No.
Can I get some sense of like where on the boat this thing is like?
Oh, with your perception? Yeah, roll perception.
Alright, because
I want to be like Fifi right now.
Yeah.
still-
roll a 19 for Diego.
Alright, you're like, listen carefully and you see part of like a shadow near the end. It looks like it's trying to keep up, but you actually hear it trying to scrape like it's trying to grab a hold of the boat.
Which side of the boat is it on? The top, like...
Right over here. It's
Back-
actually closest to Cyril right now.
I
that
think
you can hear.
Diego's going to... he's like, to me, and he's going to tell Chester to sort of just like maintain. I don't know if Chester would trigger. Chester is not a living thing. Is this a matter of pure magic, or is it an instinctual reaction of this creature?
I want to say magic, more like
Possibly
Yeah,
instinct.
instinct.
Yeah, well, I suppose it is best not to rile. And he's still like just sort of. He's got his gun in his hand, and he's looking at the floor of this thing, and he's trying to position Chester in a way where, if this thing comes up, Chester can protect Cyril, and Diego is in a position where he'll have clean line of sight on this. So he is just waiting to see if this thing attacks.
I think at this point the speed would wake Fiji back up.
Yeah, just like you're like sliding with your foot like punk.
You see
Okay, just,
Lucy
like,
there
hits
under
the-
blankets.
What's going on?
Fiji,
Hmm?
you remember the thing that you told me about last night?
Oh yeah.
So we should not be looking at all.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No!
Oh no! I totally looked at it.
I looked at it too. You know,
You can't unlook at something once you've looked at it.
exactly. That's what I said.
Goldie sitting up between you guys. Like
Goldie,
she's
what?
arguing with both of you.
I know. I made a mistake.
I did not know what it was until you told. You know what? Let's just hide under the blankets together.
Like, they're still yelling. Okay, Diego, you're actually facing that direction. Dolly, you're as well. Fiji and Lucy May are over here. You could, they're loudly like yelling back and forth, just like oh my god, with a Goldie making a lot of noise. And Diego, you see a long, almost spindly, like 4-fingered, slender appendage start reaching up, like it's trying to like reach out, like to the closest person it can. And at this point, it would actually be Dolly.
Is Dolly in the same?
Like, are you like, if you want, I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative.
All right. Yeah, 'cause I'm just realizing that Dolly and I think Dolly and Chester are in the same. I think Chester probably would. He could stand on these like objects over here, right? Just other boxes.
It's just a box on the top of a box.
Yeah. So.
So we're
alright.
rolling initiative?
Yes, roll initiative.
Oh boy.
And he's like, he's like, I'm trying not to look, but I believe I believe I am seeing a claw. I think it is. I think believe it is caught up with us. What are we meant to be doing in this situation?
Wow, I'm getting a lot of ones tonight.
I'm getting a lot of low
I'm
rolls.
guessing that
Since
the only thing you
invisible,
can
can't really
do.
see it right now. You can only see its hand, but you don't really know the order it's in. So, still hidden.
Anyway, I'm assuming what she knows from what she, learned and whatnot is the only thing you can do is fight for your life.
Try to ignore it to the best of your ability. That you're taught to not acknowledge it, and if you acknowledge it, bye-bye.
But if you do and
Kinda fight
it's
for
too
your
late,
life, more or less. Fight
Huh?
for your life and hope you don't get killed.
yeah, because I'm assuming I can't ignore it if it grabs me.
Not really. You can't ignore it anymore.
So basically, it's fight for your life at that point.
All right. So, as I said, Diego, you see like a spindly hand reach up, and it's close. It actually ignores Chester and is reaching up for Dolly's hair.
If it's reaching for Dolly, I think he's just sort of stepping. Do I get to go take my full turn now, or is it?
Yeah, believe it or not, you actually rolled higher than it.
Yeah. Okay. So, do I have a line of sight on it when I move over a little
You
bit?
have a line of sight on its hand. The rest of its body's under the water. The arm is that long.
All right. Check to see if I got any. Yeah, I think for now he's gonna see if he can spook it off with like just firing a shot at it. So he's like cocks his gun, like gun whips out and fires at this thing.
All right, so go ahead and roll to attack.
Yep, just using his pistol, which has been modified with his repeater, so it produces its own bullets. He like, whoop, fires a shot at it. I rolled 24 to hit.
Okay. So you roll 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you hit it. And when you do, you actually see what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It looks up out of the water at you. You see it's shadowy as all hell, and it's got these two little white dots for eyes with this big old hand. You shoot it, and it looks like the gun, like the bullet goes through its arm, and you actually hear almost like a whistling sound as it screeches inhumanely. Dolly, when you hear that whistle, next to your ear holes, you need to roll a wisdom save, as well as you, Diego, and whomever hears it, which is everybody, to not get frightened.
Ooh, wow. Wisdom
It
save.
had a reaction, yes.
I think is Chester immune to frighten? I think he might be.
Yeah, Chester's...
No, he's not immune to frighten. Does Chester have to make it?
Yeah,
roll?
I guess so. Wisdom 14. Okay, Dolly, you hear what's next to you? You get into automatic game mode. You're not afraid. You know what you were expecting, so you're like, shit.
Alright, so I'm frightened. What
You're
these
frightened,
icons?
Lucy May.
I'm
You're scared
I'm
shitless.
Oh, hell no.
Fiji, you're not afraid. You're like, oh, you hear something screeching? Well, that's not good. You hear a big ba-bang. A gun gets shot off, and then that screech. So you're not afraid. You want to know what you get to punch.
So how did Chester do? He rolled a 14.
Chester is kind of frozen in place. Woo.
Alright, so Chester's frightened.
Yes.
Wait, how about Goldie?
Goldie? She's up underneath the seat underneath you, Lucy May.
Goldie, come up here, sweetheart. We're just gonna hide in the blankets together.
yeah, she's like up underneath the blanket. She's trying to crawl under your shirt, like, hide me.
Girl,
yeah.
look, you can't fit in between them.
She will try.
Yeah, Chester's immune to like charm, exhaustion, and poison, but not frightened.
Interesting. Well, it is kind of a homunculus in a way. It is,
Yeah,
you know.
it's aware enough to like at least. All right, but anyway, I'm going
Cyril's
to use
trying
a
not
bonus.
To look, by the way, I'm gonna add him to the initiative just to tell you what he does. So, like, he's there now.
I recommend giving this thing a wide berth. And I'm going to use a bonus action to order Chester to attack. He's going to have disadvantage because he's frightened. But let's see how he does. Let's see, attack. Oh, do I have to? Oh, sorry. There you go. I have to hit a button to turn it to disadvantage.
Yeah, one more roll.
Yeah,
and I'll count that. So the 12.
12 is the lowest one out of all of them.
It doesn't hit.
All right,
So Chester's like. Tries like woo, tries to attack, like flails a little bit. Like you didn't think that your little machine would panic, but it looks like it's panicking. And the creature looks angry, more or less.
With the frightened condition, do we roll again at any point, or?
At the end of your turn.
All right. So do I roll for Chester then, since he just took a turn?
Yeah, it's the end of his turn.
Let's do a wisdom save for Chester. Oops, shouldn't be at disadvantage anymore. Either way, roll a 4.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so
Still
Chester's still
frightened.
frightened.
All
Yeah,
right.
Chester
that's
is shitting wooden bricks.
that's Diego and Chester's turn. Chester's kind of in defense mode.
Chester's like putting his arms up in front, like holding them still, trying to look big. Defense. Big defense.
Yep.
Alright, so... Oh, sorry, I forgot to do the descending order. Like, Cyril is too frightened to do shit. He's trying to drive. Diego, that was your turn. According to the turn order, it is this creature's turn. You made eye contact with it, but it still wants to go for Dolly, but it looks like it's gonna try to swipe at you since its arms are long. It partially climbs onto the boat. It's humanly fast. In fact, it crawls right here.
Oh, Lord.
Next to her, everybody can see the son of a bitch.
Dios mío!
Under the blanket, fuck.
You're like, fuck, I'm under the blanket, I'm a kid, don't touch me. So,
Is it attacking me?
it's attacking both you and Dolly. It's going inhumanly fast, it's swiping at you, trying to grab a hold of you and rend you.
Alright, I'm gonna have, Chester's gonna use this deflect attack to give him disadvantage to attack Dolly.
Got it. Okay. Alright, so that's your reaction, deflect attack?
Yeah, that's Chester's reaction.
Oh,
I don't have a reaction.
So Chester like reaches up like trying to smack.
I think the top the lid pops open and he's got his the little speaker that he uses to produce the music and just makes a loud sound to distract him right as soon as it goes to strike for Dolly to confuse it.
It literally does almost like a guitar bass sound that grinds come from it.
Yeah.
Dolly, you see it scratch towards your face and just barely flutter near your eyelashes. It misses you just barely. It was aiming for the face.
Did it hit me with its other attack?
Right. Actually, Diego, it thwacks at you, and because of your fast thinking, it barely misses you. You see its claw just go a little bit over part of your armor, and just with the barely tip edge of it, you see a nice clean slice over part of your leather jacket where it touched, almost like someone did a fine little needle point slice from how sharp it is. It barely misses you.
His voice is just caught in his throat as he's frightened at the moment.
All right.
No.
And it's Fiji's turn. Fiji, you're not scared, but holy hell, that's a big boy!
It's Fiji bounds over and he joins the fight.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm not scared.
And he attacks.
Yeah, it's hunched over in the boat right now. It's so damn big. Alright, so go for it, Fiji.
Alright. I kind of want to grapple this thing, but you know how when you hold up a cat it just kicks its hind legs at you?
Oh, so you want to grapple it and go okay, how do you do this?
Let's see. I go in and with my speed can I run up its back?
It's knelt over. I would say yes, since you're pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say go for it. Let's see
All
how
right.
you do it. Just roll. I'm gonna say roll dexterity, just to see how well you do it.
Straight dex?
Yeah, straight dex.
19.
All right, you run right up its back, and as you the foot of your paws touch it, it almost feels cold and clammy and almost ethereal, but you're still able to jump onto it.
Alright, so he's running up his back and it's ew, 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 and then he does an axe kick to the head.
So you just see, brings his leg up. It softly cushions the top of its head. almost like a.
All right.
So that didn't do any damage.
Flurry of blows.
You're like, oh fuck. Ooh!
Oh shit, nat 20.
Alright, so
You get his Crits4Breakfast.
Oh yeah. Remember, you still have your crit too.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should use it
wait.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I accidentally
what-
clicked I clicked initiative by accident. No, you have 6.
Well, you should have like
6
another attack too with Fury of.
I do.
You do. I'm sorry, like the creature I accidentally like rolled over there. There we go. Oh yeah, you hit it twice, Fiji. You do some pretty decent damage to it. So first one was like squeaky, and you're like, oh fuck it. And then how do you hit it for these 2 times?
All right, it's just I'm just like on it. I like run up its back and just start kicking it in the face.
And you're like, You guys just see Fiji on top of it, kicking it in the head.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, that does 11. Okay, and put that in the middle. You realize, like, when you hit it, it doesn't do as much damage as you like, and you realize it has advantage on bludgeoning damage. It's
resistance.
You mean resistance?
Yeah, it has resistance.
So we gotta use your claws next time.
You're like, guys, this thing's kind of resistant to me hitting it.
In fact, it looks directly at you.
Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna run off it and disengage. I want it to
You're
come
like,
after me.
Oh, that's right, you got a thing with your flurry of blows.
Yeah, I
Yep.
can disengage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like after that, I was like, try and catch me.
You're like, shit.
Yeah, and I run like I'm like trying to lead it back so that it and goad it into like coming after me.
Alright.
You're basically doing a scary movie. I have that picture in my head with why'd you bring that shit here?
Yeah,
You bring that shit, just let it murder Cyril's ass. Just not me.
He has a 1-track mind, and right now it's on this thing.
Yeah, it's just time to do the pippity peps of justice. Okay.
Oh, great.
Then it's your
I
turn.
can't be in front of this fucking thing.
Do you have anything that you can do at a distance, even if it's just tossing something?
Toss something.
Y'all got some salt?
Nope.
Yeah. Well, that was the
Got
first thing I wanted.
You got like a hand axe or anything?
Unless you want to throw your actual weapon at it.
Oh, hell to the no. That shit expensive. I got a crossbow.
Hey! There you go.
I mean, not crossbow, longbow.
It's,
Hey,
it's
longbow.
still a weapon.
Shit, it's gonna be a this though, cause
You're
this tall
scared.
ass. I'm pissing my pants here. And
You're
I
like
got an
halfway
auto-
under a blanket. You pull back. It goes, New. Dolly, it zooms near your head. Narrowly missing. It's like, just goes like, passes straight past, like, underneath its rib cage since it's hunched over and goes near your head and off the boat. Yeah, you lose one of your arrows, but dang! And just, of course, is like, it slightly looks at you and you're like, ha!
You know what?
Back
know what
underneath
I'm
the
doing?
blanket.
No, you know what? I'm just gonna carry the blanket with me.
No, you're like, the blankie's my blanket. You just gotta carry the blanket with you. Like, are you heading towards Fiji? Like, you can back away. You don't need to.
I have to back away because I don't think I can be in front of this fucking thing if you're frightened. Am I right?
Well, you can't get towards it.
Yeah, you can't move closer to it.
Further away or holding in the same distance, however.
Yeah, if you move further away, but I mean, at the end of your turn, you can do another wisdom save. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell. What? No, fuck that
You're
shit.
like, no. You're like, walk around, like, next to Fiji. No. Right behind the railing. No.
No.
You're like, so you take cover. You have half cover.
I will take cover. And I want to snap my ass out of it. Like, come on, I'm a strong bitch. I can't be scared of this thing.
It's like, come on, bitch. It's like, would you be afraid of Alyssa Blockhart? This is a skeleton!
Hell no!
Alyssa Stab, you're like, wait a minute, it's a bony tall bitch! I can kick its ass!
I don't think my thing will work.
Alright, Dolly, though,
With
it
all
is
the-
your turn. Like, you're no longer scared. If anything else,
Net
Lucy-
20s.
I'm pissed.
Fuck.
I mean, give it a shot.
Alright. I have this spell.
A blanket.
Moonbeam. Ooh.
Moonbeam. Ooh!
I don't think there's a. I don't think you need to roll on.
No, you don't technically need to roll on it. Let's see. Show spell description. Action. Concentrate up to 1 minute. Silvery beam of pale light. 5-foot radius. So basically, you aim it right on this thing.
Yep.
It would come in at an angle from the boat, like you.
Yeah.
Okay. The creature, you do hit it. It lets
Gotta make a
out-
con saving throw.
Yes, it does. Oh goodness. Let's see how it handles itself, shall we? Alright, con save. Rolling. It fails.
19 damage.
Yeah, it screeches loudly.
Hey, you just screeching again.
Yeah, you guys do have to roll again. However, when it does this, you notice that some of the darkness almost fades away, almost like it was a shroud of just shadow it was covering itself in, and you see like this pale, almost gray-looking skin underneath, and this row of needle-like teeth as it screeches, and its white eyes roll on the back of its head, and it flings itself off of the boat as it starts showing itself and sizzles as it goes into the water.
Like, she stared daggers at it and just moonbeamed the crap out of them.
Do we have to roll
Fight
again? for that
is
shit?
over. It would have scared you again, but it's gone.
Dolly
Dolly, you actually killed it.
Let's not look forest for a while we're traveling at night, shall we?
You know, how about
You
we
say
don't
that as the
be
sun's
up at
coming
night?
up.
Anyone hurt?
How did you? I'm fine.
I look-
Okay,
I look
Cyril
over.
just drops down. I need a fucking drink.
Dolly,
the
I
hell
will
was
ask this
that?
once. I want a drink
Uh,
now. I'll take one for this.
What was it? Hide it behind? Is that?
Yeah, pretty much it's called a
Hide behind.
You don't. That's a nickname for it, but there's other names, but you won't say its true name.
Yeah, it's a nickname because if I say its true name, then you're asking for it to come back.
Nope.
I think when like Lucy May, I just like go like look at like Chester, bring out the bottle I gave you earlier.
You want to know
Are
something?
you okay?
I
With all
need
your
a
traveling,
fucking drink.
With all
I
your
think-
traveling, I thought that you would run into some of those before, or at least something like that.
I keep my head in the water, not in the trees.
True.
Oh, that's
And I guess it's a cautionary tale you should tell people to make them awful.
Honestly,
Aw, she's patting his back. She's gonna pat his back.
Yeah, that made him so
Aw.
fucking scared. He's puking.
I think
Yeah.
Diego started to recover.
I'm not
but
gonna complain about. I'm not gonna complain about him drinking right now.
he's gonna pass. He's gonna pass the thing of wine to Lucy May, since she was the other person who expressed a desire for something to drink after that.
I'm just gonna take a good swig.
You
He
go
doesn't
see,
drink
you
often.
actually see like Goldie hop up, give you like a little pippity pap of comfort on your leg, and then walk hop over to Cyril. Since like Dolly's patting the back, she like hops up on the thing and starts like doing like the kneading thing on his back. Like, like
Aw.
help,
Aw.
help. So she's trying to assist. Cyril like pukes and he like sits up and like turns and faces you. Him. That was fucked up.
I just walk over and give him the bottle.
He
I
like
had a swig
takes the
here.
bottle. He like pours some into his mouth, runs, like swigs it, spits out, and then proceeds to take a drink. So basically, he cleaned his mouth out first before drinking it.
Keep the rest of it. I just took
I
a
never
nice
want
swig.
you dumbasses looking in the fucking trees again when you're in the boat with me.
Honestly, I wasn't even trying to look in the tree.
Be
I was
normal.
just
Look at the
looking
stars. He just like motions for you to step aside and like gets back over to the boat and he just like, we're gonna be there a little bit by noon. Okay?
Thank you.
Ew.
I am sorry. Dolly,
Oh,
I'm
my
gonna be
everything.
honest. Should we technically while we're on the boat, how about we don't? I feel like at this point we might have to
When
say
you see something, let me guess if I'm saying this right. When you see something, a little movement in the trees or something like that, look away quickly and don't look back.
Yeah. If you see something, no, you didn't. If you hear something,
Yeah, she'll just say
no,
it that
you
way.
didn't.
It's like if you see something at night, if you see something, you didn't. If you hear something, you didn't.
Don't look between the trees.
Yep.
It's
You
exceedingly
know-
difficult to keep watch at night, for we are not able to actually keep
Right.
watch. This is an insidious creature.
If it's a very strange sound, not approaching you and waiting for you to be vulnerable, that's usually a sign that you have to ignore it.
Yo, I'm so
Unless you can tell it's human, but then that's where you
Yeah.
take the chance.
Yeah, sometimes, it's a chance. And
God.
when it happens, you have to fight for your life.
Is this the second scary ass?
Have
shit that I've
Appalachia
seen?
rules up in this bitch right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those of you who watch this who are from Appalachia, you know damn well what we're talking about. Okay. So I will say this, Cyril does not talk a lot during this one. He's like, okay, that's it. Just relax, stay here. I don't want, nope, stay in here. Don't look out the fucking window.
Do we, like, for the purposes
Is he
of, like,
having everybody staying in here?
He's forcing everybody to stay in there so no one looks outside. He's like, I'm just gonna keep fucking driving. No one look out the damn windows. I'm just gonna drive.
Anyone want to take a nap? Oh, I'll sleep.
yeah, like for the purposes
It will
of
be.
like long rests and stuff. Do we all avoid exhaustion or anything, or?
Yeah, you guys will because you're gonna end up resting in here anyways to finish up the long rest.
All right.
But yeah, you guys had a bit of a battle today because somebody looked in the trees.
Mhm.
But you did notice that it does not pay too much attention to Chester.
Mhm.
Dahlia's gonna look at everybody. She's like, her just holding her staff protectively, and she's alert now, and it's technically her turn, so she just looks at everybody besides, him. Esther. Sorry.
Besides
He has
Cyril.
to drive still.
Yeah.
Besides Zero.
Mhm.
She's like, why don't you guys rest? It's my turn for watch anyway.
She got a full
Try
night's
my
rest.
Mm-hmm. Technically got a full night's rest.
All right. Well, Chester will of course accompany you. Chester does not require sleep. Chester is an object. Is an automaton. Chester is.
Before Diego goes to sleep, she's just like, "Oh, Diego. Thanks for getting its attention. Though you could have gotten hurt."
I was. When I saw the claw coming, I felt there was no time to hesitate.
Be careful and don't put yourself in danger too much.
I was trying to put Chester in danger, if I'm being completely honest.
Chester looks at you.
Seeing Chester react to that with anything kind of write some notes down really quick.
Reacting to putting in danger.
Yeah, like sense of self-preservation. That's not. Then notices he also seemed frightened of the creature. It's You know, like it wasn't designed to have self-preservation instincts, but apparently it does. So he's learning a bit about his creation.
You do see that it goes over to keep an eye on things, and after a little bit, does a pippity pap on the water.
Hmm.
Pippity pap.
Well, get some rest. I'll keep watch.
All right. So the three of you finish resting.
Hmm.
And we'll say this: it takes a couple of hours. You guys have a nice long nap. Nothing else occurs, and then, as it's starting to reach about 1 o'clock in the afternoon,
Hmm.
not only are you guys like getting everything all set, but you see that Cyril pulls up to a very small dock. um, Land ahoy.
Gracias. I'm not certain how long we will be here. I am anticipating only a day.
Mm.
But
You guys notice it's just a dock, and there's forest everywhere.
there's like a path leading to into
Yeah.
the forest.
Yep. This is Veltown.
This is Veltown? Don't see a town.
Well, I'm staying here. You need to go along the trail according to the directions that were given to me by dearest Hesper that I'm gonna have a talk with.
I see. Well, if you intend to stay here with the Voyager, we shall return hopefully soon.
Well, on account of whatever that was is gone, and I'm not gonna bother to look in the damn trees like a sane person, I think I'll be fine. I'm gonna stay here for the next couple of days and do my own thing. I don't really want to go into town. I've heard some weird things about this place.
Hey, anything you feel we may benefit
Anything
to
we
hear?
should worry about?
I don't know. They just say it's spooky.
Okay, that's all they say?
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to my gut and say I'm not dying today. Good luck.
Alright.
No,
We
it's
can handle
my
spooky.
turn to take
Mhm.
a nap. He sits back and he stretches out. Alright, get going. And he points over to the thing that you put on the dock yourselves. Just lay that over there and toss it back on the boat. I don't want nobody coming on here. He anchors it.
Alright, we're gonna remove that cheap wine from my inventory because I assume he finished it.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
Alright, I think. Well, this was quite an adventure, but we are making quite a generous time on this endeavor.
He's already snoring.
And Diego, Fiji, you're quite good with the directions. Could you mind taking the lead?
Of course.
I'm gonna just sort of let Fiji guide the way since he's got the map and knows how to read it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just
All
a
right.
little bit of an idea of what you guys were kind of seeing, except for these are small compared to what you saw.
Oh.
So yeah, very similar. Yeah, if you see something in the trees, no, you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys start walking. It feels kind of nice to be back on land, and since there's sunlight and stuff coming in, it's more comforting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you guys
Well, yeah,
walk through the trees.
Yeah, I think considering the warnings were given, I think Diego would hey, Chester, stay on alert.
Chester. And you guys walk through it. It takes about an hour actually. Because there's winding trails a little bit, and There's some stacked rocks and stuff all along the side of the road, like cairns.
Mm-hmm.
It seems overgrown with a lot of different like type of vegetation. I mean, the trail is the only spot that seems to even be remotely, groomed at all. Everything else is completely wild and overgrown. All right, you guys are walking through the trees, and do any of you keep an eye out, like perception or anything?
You said keep an eye on the tree,
I think I think Diego would rely more on Chester as a lookout than to keep a lookout himself.
I'm leading this, so I've kind of have to keep an eye out.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is your first time ever here to Fiji, so this is completely unknown to you. Not a lot of people come here at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
it's like he's
you're
making a mental
probably
note to add it to the
first
map.
delivery person.
Whoa, this is a business opportunity.
That is the purpose of our visit, yes.
Well, they might need a delivery person too. I could reach this place before Hermes does. But I mean, they have all of Pennington, so they probably aren't that worried.
I mean, this is apparently a place of quite a bit of wealth. We are not far from the river. There is potential for this location to be quite valuable in the future, depending on what exactly this spooky thing is that we have heard so much of.
Oh yeah, this place is supposed to be spooky.
You say that, and of course you guys hear like a bird. As you say that, do any of you jump hearing a random bird?
I didn't hear that.
I think.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
I think like
Okay, that's a
Diego's
kill.
hand instinctively goes towards his gun, but he doesn't pull it out or anything. Should we do perception for?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
like,
if anybody else wants to, I'd welcome it. But
I think Chester's keeping. Chester's on high alert mode. I got a
Both of you
15 for
look
Chester.
up.
both of you like look up. Fiji, look up. Chester looks up. Oh, and you guys just see a regular ass black bird.
Aw, it's just a bird.
And it like flies like away, like squawking that something looked at it. And it flies through the trees as you guys start coming over into the clearing. So, here we go. Coming into a clearing, you'll see a sight to behold. Beautifully crafted buildings, cobblestone streets, and a massive, beautiful manor atop a steep hill, the back of it revealing a large maze. It's Veiltown. A stark difference from the desolate trail you just came out of.
Yeah, this is more impressive than I was expecting, all things considered.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. I gotta make sure to edit this on my map.
See. I think I'm sort of walking up the trail. Do I see any other people around?
Oh yeah, like it seems really quiet at first, almost empty, but as you come up to the street, only a few people seem to be walking the streets at the moment. When a couple of them see you, they stop for a moment, and they kind of look you over, but then they smile and wave at you in a friendly manner. And you see a sign right by the town, like as you get up to this little intersection, it says, "Welcome to Veiltown." An intricately whittled out sign that even looks like almost gold leaflet, like on the, like, Veiltown introduction. Very fancy.
Oh, this is... Oh, such a lovely location.
And you see, you guys sense something, though, when someone pops out of a bush. Before you can actually reach the streets.
Someone just pops out.
Okay, you hear something. Ready for the worst. The group is taken aback to see a man run out onto the trail, nearly running headfirst into one of you. He looks disheveled, dirty, and shaken with no shoes and wide eyes. They're going to awaken. Run, you loons! He screams into each one of the party's faces, grabbing a random person's collar. I'm gonna say Diego. To emphasize this, he shudders and lets out an insane cry while gripping his head. They're crawling inside me braids! Me braids! Some of the people are kind of staring at him.
Alright, everybody, I'm going back to the boat.
How's
Yeah, I
everybody?
grab Lucy May.
Can I get a sense of like, so there are other people around?
They're just kind of looking at him like he's insane.
Sir, sir, please
We're doomed.
remain calm.
He screeches.
I'm certain. Who is does someone know this man? Does he need help?
They just kind of look at each other and look at you. One of them shrugs and he screeches. The man screeches, then laughs insanely as he runs past the group and into the forest, leaving the group in stunned silence.
Sir,
Goodbye. Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna just approach just the nearest civilian who doesn't seem crazy.
No one does except for him.
Do you know that man? Is he going to be okay?
You approach a bigger, burlier guy. He just looks at you and he just shrugs and I try not to involve myself in crazy. Welcome to Vale Town.
You see, he's
Hell of a welcome.
yes, apparently, it was quite unusual. I'm here to see Madame Isodvale. I assume that is her manor in the hill?
Ah, indeed. If she's expecting you, go. She'll be wanting to see you. Our lady is quite the charmer.
Oh, well, good to know. I still can't sort of... Feels a little weird about... I don't know, do I get any sense,
Are you trying to incite the guy?
I guess I'm trying to think of whether he would be more trying to incite the crazy guy who just ran away, or the guy he's talking to.
Whichever.
I think he's a little more suspicious of the crazy guy. Is that?
Yeah.
So
go
I think
ahead and incite him.
Try to get some sort of glancing in the direction that guy ran off to, try to get some sense of is that guy in danger, or is he a danger to the rest of us? Just a 12.
Oh, a 12? Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what you needed.
Mm-hmm.
You know this man is completely insane. In fact, he's too far gone to even speak to any of you. More than likely, he isn't listening to anything you guys would have had said.
And so, the crazy guy is definitely
He gone.
I don't get the sense that he was putting on an act. As a bit to fuck with us or something.
Oh no, he believes completely what he's saying.
He's gracias. Hopefully with this will the remainder of our trip will be without incident. And sort of waves and talk to a few people, and if nothing else comes along, it probably just head straight for the manor.
Usually when people see you guys, they give you a nice greeting.
Mm-hmm.
They wave, they nod. This place seems really nice. In fact, even the houses that aren't the manor are brand new and are very well built. In fact, some of them have nothing but stained glass windows. They're so fancy. Lucy May, I know this would catch your attention.
It would, actually.
Such beautiful craftsmanship and such friendly people, but why is it it's such a desolate place?
Dude,
Yeah.
with the stained glass, is it just patterns, or is it religious stained glass, on a church or something?
Some look like they just have patterns. One or two of them look semi-religious, but nothing that you can really identify. It's just some wings, like, on some of them. One of the windows looks like it has a couple of daffodils on it with light blue and deep blue, like, colors that go up into, like, a little golden sun on the edge. Some of them literally just have roses on them. They're beautiful. In fact, many of these people don't look like they can really afford it, but their houses are damn beautiful.
This place seems really cool.
Yes, well, Metal Vale does have a reputation, from what I've heard, of being a bit of a philanthropist and one for providing fair wages for her employees. I can imagine that there may be a concerted effort to make certain of the quality of life throughout this entire village.
In fact, like, as you're saying that, you guys are walking, like, up the path, and you see a couple people. It's just like, oh, the baked goods, please. And it's like, oh, thank you. And you see somebody take out a handful of what looks like a bunch of gold and sift through it just to find a couple of copper to give for the goods. Like, thank you. It's like, see you next week. And they walk off, and, like, the guy bites into a little crow-shaped cookie as he walks away.
Ooh, cookie.
So, like, it looks like they're not hurting for money. Probably not wrong there.
This is definitely seems to be a positive change of pace, especially compared to the. He looks over to Dolly. It's like, I understand you were concerned with the abundance that was not shared within the city itself.
What does Dolly think about what she's seeing?
She's a little unnerving of how this place is. Something just to her doesn't feel right, I guess. I don't know. Can I roll something?
Yeah, what would you like to roll for?
I wish there was instinct.
Well, you can roll insight to see how the people are behaving or anything if you'd like.
9.
You're unsure. You can't really read people who, like, live in cities very well. They're all an enigma to you right now at this moment. You're just bewildered.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you guys heading over to the manor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'll make my way up to the front door, and Diego make certain that his hair looks good. I think on the walk up here he would have done like mending on that hole in his
So you guys see Diego spiffing himself up.
and just a quick little mend, because I remember you mentioned he got like a big like slash in his
it was cut
coat.
like warm butter.
Once he's confident that he's looking professional, he knocks on the door.
Alright. You actually see a little sign. You knock on the door, but then you see a small little broad sign next to it. Please ring doorbell. And you see that there's a little gargoyle on the side of the door that looks like it has its tongue hanging out, which is literally just like a little rope with a tied like little edge looking like a little forked tongue that you can pull.
Who said notice this sooner, and reaches over to pull it.
Alright, you pull it and you hear chimes go off and a couple of like bells. And then after a moment, like you guys actually see like, like the door like open. One moment, the door opens. Please come in.
Oh, gracias.
Like, open. Yeah, go ahead and open the door, I guess. Like you step to the side and you see like a woman. Looks Kira Midorian. In full, almost geisha garb, her bow, and you see a goblin with a suit. Come on in.
Hello.
It is good to see you. I am Diego Viola Arigiri. I am here on behalf of H.R. Hughes.
She does like a polite, like half bow, and This gentleman speaks up. You know, the goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Our lady is expecting you.
Ah, excellent.
Please come in. And as you guys step in, you realize this place is lavish.
Oh.
It is
Wow.
beautiful, nice, deep red, intricate carpets, dark wood, grandfather clocks, portraits on the walls. Everything is matching. Red seems to be a main theme with roses decorating different parts of the area. Even the rugs look like they have a floral design. This way.
Of course.
I'm letting Diego lead. This is more his environment.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
You guys are walking through and you're noticing like it's really beautiful. In fact, when you like look up, you notice that the stairs like go up and there's a large crystal chandelier just glistening up above with crystals that are shaped literally like roses dangling on every edge. It's beautiful. This lady's loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say to Lucy May, my dad would have a field day with the glasswork around here.
Huh.
One gal like walks in. And she says, Madam is old. And she walks in. Please come into the study. She's at her desk. And she does a little bit bow and like invites you guys in. Jasper just, gestures for you guys to walk in.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys walk in. This place is filled with the brim with different antiques, knickknacks, books lining every part of the shelves, religious texts, weapons, everything. And as you come in, you see a woman with fiery red hair, pale skin, and beautiful green eyes sitting down. She has a black, lace choker on with a matching dress that has red lining. Finally! Welcome! And you guys, by the way, notice, by the way, every single window is glass stained in this house. With roses, vines, thorns. Almost beautiful, intricate pictures in every point. This woman has a worldly, place. And you even notice there is a giant Kiribadorian, space that is all almost like a traditional home on display in this room. Welcome. Thank you, Akane. Jasper, leave us for a moment, please. Both of them do a polite bow and step out.
Oh,
I'm so happy to see you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is my pleasure as well. I, of course...
You must be Diego.
See, Diego Viola Arigiri at your service.
Charmed. She comes around. She is a very beautiful woman. Long swan neck and all, and she extends her hand out for the proper greeting.
It sort of takes her hand and gives it a kiss. Is she wearing a ring?
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Is she wearing a ring? Nope.
She wearing a ring?
I like the question.
Mm-hmm.
Is she
Got a
wearing
ring?
She
Straight
got
to
no
work.
ring on it. She how polite.
Mm-hmm. And of course, allow me to introduce my traveling companions. They have ensured that I was able to arrive safely. This is Fiji Quickstep.
Nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
She extends her hand out as well.
I just mimic what Diego did.
Mwah.
Like, mwah. He does say mwah when he does that, but
She actually giggles a bit. And she moves by. You notice, she's got solid gold earrings with large rubies on them. And
this is Lucy May Stonehearth.
charmed to meet you. And she does the polite bow, and then she kneels over and she does the French style on each side of your face. I'm so happy to see you. Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to say she has a very thick French accent. I just haven't did it yet. I forgot to. That's my bad. So she has a French accent.
Oh, she's French.
Nice to meet you all.
And of course, this is Dali.
It is nice to meet you as well. and she like goes up on her tippy toes, almost does like the whole French style like greeting as well. You're unsure what to think about it, but it's there.
I just go along because I'm like, okay, this is her greeting.
Yeah, I think that too.
Your group is so unique. I'm so happy to see this. Oh, this means that we can start talking about the advancements as well as my investment. Come. You must all be
course
hungry
it
after
is.
the journey. It is past lunchtime.
Well, I would never say no to such a generous offer.
But of course, I've been waiting to be able to serve you for a while. I've been up all day waiting.
Hmm. Well, we've arrived as quickly as possible. Rode through the night.
Oh, that is quite dangerous. I'm glad all of you were to make it. Please, come with me. A.K.A, Jasper, lunch. And she like almost happily like runs like past you guys. Not really runs, but she like lifts the front end of her dress so she doesn't go too fast, and her dress flows beautifully. You can tell it's made of the most expensive freaking fabric you've ever seen. And like this woman dresses like a queen.
And I'm just following her and
Trying to be respectful.
feeling slightly self-conscious that he's got like travel clothes on at the moment, and she's dressed like she's going to like a ball. But I'm confident she understands. He sort of trusts her reputation.
It's like, it is very good that all of you could make it, especially in one piece.
Is it? This is quite a remote location. Is there much danger in this area around?
Oh no, it's rather safe actually.
It's excellent to hear.
Being the fact that everything is so secluded. By the way, if you guys want to keep up, feel free
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
with your icons. It is all
Mhm.
rather safe. Ah,
Where am I going?
I don't know. Where are you going?
Eh.
Alright, all of you guys are following behind her. She's just excitedly talking to all of you. It is very nice to have every single one of you make it here. Oh, pardon me. They know I like to at least try to make entrances. This is just the entryway into the dining room. Do not mind it. Come along, ladies, please. Come along. I want to be able to feed you. Some of you look so skinny. Do you eat much often, my little fluffy boy? She says this to you, like looking over at you, Fiji, like even like pinching your ear a little bit.
At every opportunity, ma'am.
Like,
Prepared for a good feast.
I think Diego's eyes go a little wide seeing the piano.
Ah, she actually notices like you looking at it. Ah, my grand piano. I had that one specifically made. If you turn a little wind on the side, it actually sounds more like, how do they say? It sounds more like chimes than a piano, if I needed to.
This is quite fascinating. I apologize.
Do you play?
See, I was from a young age. I was trained in the use of piano, and in fact, it was my training in that manner that first got me interested in the mechanical arts.
Oh, this is fascinating. Please, everybody, sit. You haven't been raised in a barn. Don't stand on the threshold. You're perfectly welcome here. Please sit down. You can see like a bunch of displays in this room too. She's got holly and stuff up on the walls, and A.K.A stands at her side.
Want to switch with me, Diego?
Well, I was taking a seat at the one that actually has like
Yeah.
plate set up. I assume that's where they intended us to sit.
Yeah, it's like, want to set you at least a little bit away, so one, you can discuss things with each other, and for two, we can have room for the food for all of us to reach. I like to feed myself, you see. So I grabbed stuff.
Of course.
Perhaps you
Can I insight again? I'm feeling some weird stuff.
Yeah, go ahead. Who are you inciting, and yeah.
Guess I'm inciting her. Are we a meal?
Oh my god.
I'm not saying she's a vampire, but
Oh my god.
I
In
mean,
the middle of the day,
nothing said she's not a vampire.
Insight, you see she is genuinely fascinated and happy that you've arrived, and looks like she's trying to make the best first impression she can give you.
okay. She
You're
gets to pass for now.
Mhm.
You guys are so suspicious. I love this.
Mhm.
Listen, D&D.
I think the crazy guy running up to us and screaming put his head a little.
Akane actually comes over and she actually has a little tray and she sets it down and would you like anything to drink? Wine, whiskey, tea, sake?
Although I appreciate the offer, but I'm not much of a drinker of alcohol personally. Some tea sounds wonderful.
Tea does sound very good.
We have a mass selection. And she looks over at Kane and nods and she does the half polite bow. And she walks over, and she offers you guys any other drinks that you'd like to choose.
Ooh, if you have any green tea, I would love that.
Akane smiles. Yes, we do. In fact, we have other types of teas. If you know green tea, then maybe you know oolong.
Oh yeah.
Which would you prefer?
Half and half.
That is unique. You should try. Madam is old. She smiles a bit. Akane is my closest friend. We've traveled the world together. She helps select a spot.
Are we talking close friends or close friends?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what Dolly says?
No.
That does not like that. Does not
I'm
sound
about
like
to
the-
say, I'm like, damn, girl. She's she is my best friend. Akane goes in. Okay, for lunch, I do not know what all of you prefer. Please tell me if there's any preferences for meals. I do not get this information.
I like food.
Oh,
And
well.
I think that you are going to eat very well. This evening, actually, Akane was thinking about preparing a worldly meal. Her and Jasper.
That sounds quite amazing. Oh, I wonder if perhaps the captain would. No, he's best not to. But if we are putting in request, anything spicy tends to be my preference.
Oh, of course. Since we're going to be having some stuff. Let's see. I've traveled over to the Riva country. I've traveled over to Kirimidori, over into the old countries as well. We cannot forget the elvish cities like some of their food, more delicate. Let's see.
Have you ever had dim sum?
Oh yes, plenty of times. And tonight Akane is thinking about preparing bao.
Ooh, I'm good at that.
Bao?
Can I help?
What's bao? Wait, let's go over at Fiji.
Oh, it's great. It's like a bun that has all sorts of fillings in it. It could have soup or meat or vegetables. It's like the perfect portable food.
Soup inside of a.
Oh,
Instead
you
of a
guys are
bun, you say?
adorable. I'm so glad you know more about these foods. She seems genuinely happy, she's beaming.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I wouldn't mind trying that. That does sound interesting.
Well, why don't we have some actually for lunch? Some of them are being prepared for a couple of hours so they're steamed properly.
Nice.
Akane comes back out and she gets you half and half for tea, and then she presents hot water and some fancy looking teacups, and offers you a tray that has 6 different teas on it to select. She even has a spiced tea.
I think I take the spiced tea.
Alright, yeah, it looks like it has a pepper and everything on the side of it, but you notice too it has a reaver design. It's their famous spiced tea. She goes over.
You must travel. You must travel often to get such interesting things.
I've traveled the world, but I wanted to come here into the new world. I wish to know more about it. Honestly, you might be one of my windows to learn more about this place. You are native, yes?
Yes.
Beautiful. I think you and I should start a good friendship. I would love to learn more. What do you call those gems that you wear? The little rocks.
Oh, these? I take like one of my beads from my pouch, like 2 of them, and I hand them to her.
They're beautiful. They're like the sky.
They're turquoise.
Turquoise. I like the sounds of that. I am more akin to red. It matches my hair and everything else.
I guess I like turquoise. It matches my eyes, just like my father.
Your father must be quite handsome.
It's like I go back to my seat. I don't even take the beads back.
Oh, your beads?
Oh, no,
Mademoiselle?
you can have them.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I have a lot.
Montu, you are kind. You're a little sherry, you are. Thank you.
What's a sherry?
You're sweet.
Oh.
And she
Well,
like
thank you.
smiles
You
a
too.
bit. She gets poured like a nice wine. I like this with anything that's beef related. And like of course, like she offers up some tea over to you, Azure, and as well as
Azure.
sorry, oh fuck. I'm sorry. I'm used to saying Azure. Here I go reverting. Okay, to you, Miss Lucy May. She offers up some tea, wine. There's like 6 different teas on the tray. This party is not very big on drinking, I see. And you guys actually, like, also, like, you smell food emanate from the kitchen, and Jasper, like, the butler, he, like, steps out, and he sits down, like, a tray, and on the table, you see, like, he lifts it up. There is what looks like decorated, almost like in a spiral pattern, of multiple racks of a type of beef ribs. They look glazed, fresh, delicious, and on the outer sides of it, on a small tray he uncovers, you actually see some bao brought out. 4 of them to sample. Oh good, they brought it out!
Looks delicioso. I think
Agreed.
Diego does like the polite thing of like waiting for the host to get her food, and then he makes sure the ladies get their food.
So you
next,
go all
and
in
then
order.
It kind of has to. I'm not sure how much Fiji just goes for it or not. But
He goes for it as soon as he sees an opportunity.
I think he's trying to like politely sort of hold back Fiji. I'm not sure how this will play out, but that's what he's trying. That's what he's trying to do.
If you can outspeed him, you can stop him.
I am worried that all of your travels could... Oh, wow, you are hungry. Please, give him a little extra on his plate. I worry for how thin he is.
Of course, and make sure to that. Well, I guess Fiji's feeding himself at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, she actually seems rather happy that he's enjoying it. By the way, Fiji, these are the best goddamn ribs you've ever tasted. Usually it's pork, but beef? You didn't think beef would taste this good for it. Hello. What do you think?
This is amazing. I want to thank the cow.
Okay. By the way, Lucy May, you are offered a few different types of teas or drinks. Like, would you like wine, sake, different types of teas? Actually, if you're new to it, we have different berry juices. We have great cherries in this area. It is just now in the season, a little bit past, but we have great cherry wine and cherry juice.
What kind of teas do you have?
Spice tea, oolong, green, jasmine. We have any types. I collect them because of my friend Akane. She is also my housekeeper. Jasper is my butler, and my other employees are actually on vacation. They requested it, so it's just us 3 right now.
Okay. that spice tea sounds interesting. I would like
Mm.
to try that one.
Riva brand tea. Delicious. Yeah, there's the bow, by the way. Is good.
Mm.
I'm gonna try making that one. I have a steam though.
Alright. Yeah, but it's like you guys what would you try to eat first? I know Fiji's already digging in and all the ribs and everything. The table, like after a few moments, is filled with different foods. This is
I
supposed to
think.
be lunch?
I think.
Lunch, right?
Yep.
At this point, Diego's curious about bao since he mentioned like you put soup in it. That can't be right.
Oh, no. Take a bite. It's like a sweet bun, but
You can put soup in it, but like
These ones-
most of the time it's filled with meat.
these ones are teriyaki chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. For some reason, that's close to my soul. I gotta
Mhm.
try
Like
it.
she smiles a bit and she gestures to have a sauce and stuff put on. Would any of you like any special sauces? Put on yours.
Can I see what sauces they have?
Yeah, she gestures towards the table. And Jasper had sat down a little tray. That's kind of a little lazy Susan you can rotate. And there's these little white gold containers, by the way.
Mhm.
And it looks like it has a type of a barbecue. It has a type of almost like a vinaigrette of some sort, and a nice deep red sauce. It smells tangy.
I think I'd probably go for the red sauce and kind of hoping that it'll be spicy.
Actually, it is sweet and sour.
And certainly goes good with the buns.
Yes, it does. I would recommend a nice deep sauce. The vinaigrette is more or less if you need anything with a little more oil. It's good for you.
Hmm.
Well, now that we have had a couple of little bites in our tummies, how are all of you feeling? I hope you feel welcome. I hope it is not too much. My home is rather extravagant, but so am I. So,
I'm quite pleased at this warm reception and especially from such a lovely host.
Shama.
It's very lovely. Different from what I've been hearing.
Oh, you've been hearing? Oh, I'd love to know what people think of me.
Not you. Just as this place was But they said haunted.
I said spooky.
They said that the place around here was spooky.
She's in the middle of taking a bite. She stops at, I beg your pardon. That is rude. Why would they say such
Oh,
a
I'm
thing?
sorry.
I see.
believe those anyone who has not visited maybe simply the remote nature of a Vale town. I'm certain.
What is spooky about people being happy? I believe that all of us should be equal, no matter what our background or creed is, where we come from. I may have a lot of money, but I ensure that people that live here are paid handsomely for their work and fairly. Is it because they have houses that were built by design? Or because I wear all red?
I tried to ask, but they never really elaborate.
Who? I think she actually looks genuinely curious at the moment. Like, who the hell said that?
Didn't people at the different town?
And I think Diego would actually. Well, it was just a passing comment that while we were flying in Campbell's Bridge, they had heard we were heading this way, and an individual mentioned that they had heard things were spooky here, but they did not seem to have any actual knowledge. I believe it may be simply rumor.
People often say things about a woman that tries to establish herself. Rumors are quite harmful, but then again, I've chosen to ignore them. And she puts her head up high when she says that. Regardless, and if they were to come here, they'd probably try to take advantage and live like kings. I've been called many things in my time. I have been called a
You sound like.
philanthropist.
Oh no, go on. I didn't mean to interrupt her.
I've been called a philanthropist. I've also been called bald-headed, but I've also been called the Scarlet Lady. In the country I was in, it was calling me, pardon my word, but a harlot by calling me such a thing, as well as making fun of my hair.
Well, that's just plain mean.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You
backhanded.
remind me of someone, actually.
Really, someone that you're fond of, I hope.
Oh, I do. She's a working lady.
A working.
Miss Kitty.
Who's Miss Kitty? Oh, is this one your mother? She says that to Fiji.
She laughs.
Hmm.
No. She established a town all on her own, I believe. People really respected her.
I would really like to meet this Miss Kitty. She is a tabaxi as well, yes?
Yes, she said it's an easy name to remember.
Oh, by the way, what is your full title? Fiji, please tell me.
Oh, my name's Fiji Quickstep,
Quick.
and I am a delivery boy for the Quickstep delivery service.
I'm glad you were to deliver such good news then today. We need to establish something like that in town. We do not have that. Many people do not like to come this way because of rumors. She says, obviously accentuating that it annoys her that people are spreading shit about her. But
Well,
yes, perhaps you could help establish something like that here. You're going to be here for a few days, yes?
Yes, consider me an ambassador to, extending out the Quickstep delivery service, and I am at your service.
I would love to learn more about this. I've seen mail places before in other towns, and I've had to travel them. Usually Jasper or Akane would usually go out and get the mail for me. I don't really go into public that often unless it is needed.
I understand completely, but it seems that perhaps there is some sort of business rival who is purposely spreading rumors for the sake of slowing the progress here at Town. Do you have such rivals?
Not that I know of in this country, darling.
Hmm.
I honestly came here to not have any rivals, but partners. Opportunity in a new place, yes? It has only been around for the past 40 years or so.
Yes, just barely enough time for a few of us. My grandfather moved here shortly after the country was founded.
Really? That is fascinating. One of the people coming here to settle the lands, as it were. I wanted to settle, but also improve. I've tried to keep the area as original as it possibly could be. It is brought to my attention by Jasper here that many people like to concentrate on conservation. He nods.
Well, that is, Senorita Dolly is a bit of our expert in this matter.
Once more, I think you and I should be good friends, Miss Dolly.
I can tell you what I know. I'm very knowledgeable about the land, but I'm still kind of I'm on my. Technically, she's still on her pilgrimage.
That won't be you're a young woman then.
I actually kind of became an adult a few months ago.
A little heartbreaker it is then with those beautiful eyes. Speaking of beautiful eyes, she looks over. Miss Lucy May, you have barely said anything since we've started eating. I see you keep looking over at my windows.
Yeah. Sorry, DM. I was actually trying to figure out something.
Oh, sorry. That's my bad.
That's okay. I was muted for a reason.
Oh, my bad.
But I was wondering about the intricate windows that you have. They are really nice and, from what I can tell, really, really expertly made.
Thank you. I know some, well, how should I put this? Amazing crafters. Many of the artisans that I've contacted came all the way over from the old countries here to help build. I have good contacts if you wish to speak to them at any point. They'll be back in about a month or so. I'm going to have a couple more homes built.
I just, I'm gonna do this in character. Dolly stands up and she looks around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what is wrong?
I haven't checked on Goldie.
What you looking for?
Oh,
There,
dear.
Goldie? Goldie?
You don't see Goldie anywhere.
Goldie?
I look under
Who
the
is the
table.
Goldie?
I look around like.
Oh, she's my friend. She's
Oh no, did we leave a young shitty outside?
She
No,
is
no,
a sand otter. They are native
Goldie,
to
come
these
here.
lands. They are capable of swimming through sand as other otters swim through water. And he's sort of going off in a little bit of a
That's
rant about sand otters.
She's actually listening intently, and Jasper immediately looks around, and so does Akane, looking around the house. Their eyes are kind of wide, like, oh god, all the breakable things and animals in here.
And I think,
Jasper, excuse me, young miss, but I think I need to step out for a second and look for the animal. Excuse me.
I'm.
I think because like Chester's been like here this whole time too.
I'm
not
gonna-
sure.
Yeah, Chester, she's been looking around, paying attention more to you guys. Chester's just kind of sitting on the floor.
Yeah,
She hasn't even
Chester
looked
would have
his
just gone
direction
off
yet.
to the corner and like gone into sleep mode.
Well, shit.
I got a
don't see the
perception,
otter.
too.
You don't see nothing. You look down quickly and accidentally bonk your head on the table. Like, oh, are you all right?
Yep, yeah, I'm fine. I want to go. back to
7, damn
eating.
it.
Like,
I'm
Dolly,
gonna-
oh damn it, it's another room. Oh damn it, it's another room.
I'm gonna help look too.
I'm gonna turn to
I'm gonna stay here. I haven't hurt myself all day.
7.
Chester, please assist in locating.
Oh gosh.
Goldie.
I'm gonna look at Jasper, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm sorry to ask, Mister, but what's your most shiniest room?
Mhm.
Jasper looks at you. And you notice he looks at you, but he was looking up, and you hear a tingling.
Oh.
And you see Goldie is on the chandelier.
Goldie,
And she is nibbling on one of the crystals. Like
Gonna
20 feet
swing
up.
come here.
From the chandelier.
Like-
Oh my god.
Chester kind of wanders out
The
and is
chandelier,
just
Chester, points up. You
you found her.
found her. And this is of course, Dolly, you're over here. You're panicking. Jasper looks like he's panicking. He immediately runs up the stairs, and he gets a stick. And,
Wait.
get down.
I'm gonna go see what's happening. I'll be right back, ma'am.
Goldie, come down here right now.
Oh, it's very
Yeah,
fascinating.
Diego's.
By the way, was that the box with legs?
Oh, of course. I didn't know much to distract from the events. That was an invention of my own creation. Although, of course, with the
Fascinating. And of course, you're chatting with her, and you go in and you hear a tingling, and you see that she's hanging from the fucking chandelier.
Okay.
And Jasper looks at you.
How
Shut the door. Shut the door.
how tall is this area?
It's 20 some odd feet up. This is a grand chandelier. She's over here just chatting with Diego, enjoying a conversation about his invention. Fiji's probably eating.
Yeah, he tried to look, but then he decided that, it would be rude to leave all
Food's
this food
important.
abandoned.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
And freaking abandoned. We're not leaving food. But question, I may have to do this just so I can get enough height.
mhm.
You got a giant eyes.
I may have to go large. Is it enough room for me to go large?
Well, if you go up the stairwell, yes. So you have to
Big
go up the stairwell. Goes are you going big mode?
I gotta turn it to big Lucy, don't I?
Yeah, pretty much. Luckily, it's tall enough for you to do so. If you go up the stairs, you'll probably be able to reach from that
I'm not gonna
angle.
break the stairs, aren't I?
Well, if you stuck up the stairs and whatever you're gonna do, if you're gonna try to get her down, don't break it. This damn thing is worth pardon my language, my ladies.
Oh no. Okay.
He like goes up and he tries to get a stick. Gotta get the golden otter down.
Goldie,
You
come
got it.
down.
One second. One second.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so
You said if I go up the stairs, I can do it.
yep, you go up the stairs, Miss Lucy May. And like you're looking down and you
Oh,
see
shit,
like
where?
right here. Yeah, you're up the stairs.
Okay, it didn't take.
It's technically right here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Found it.
Yeah, like you're upstairs. This has multiple levels. This place is huge. Like you're over here hanging over the
Okay.
edge, you see Dolly and them like over the edge, and you see Goldie right about here. So do you get big?
I can just reach my arm out when I turn into this, right?
Alright.
I don't know how.
Pretty much. You
Yeah.
could probably just reach out and pluck her. You just have to be careful to animal handling. So how big do you turn?
I turn large. That's the thing I said. I don't know if it.
Oh yeah, it's got enough room on the ceiling. In fact, you get just tall enough to where you could reach out and grab her. So you get ginormous compared to
I
what
just
you
get
were.
large. I just get large. I just let it just turn me large.
And Goldie. And like over here, and the chandelier starting to rock back and forth because she's literally swinging from the chandelier.
No. Oh my god.
And she's like,
Wait,
cheering.
something shiny?
Yeah, it's all shiny. It's a whole giant chandelier of crystal.
What if I put 2 gold out in the palm of my hand?
All right, can you
And
be
I
like,
think
come
the-
here, Goldie? You're gonna try to
Come here.
lure her in?
Yeah, because actually that's like a big, large too. Because it's on my person.
No. Gold would still be the
Okay.
same side. If it's your clothes and stuff, yes, but items, no.
Okay,
Sadly.
that would be funny as hell. Just to go, just go.
Like, here, Goldie. Here, Goldie. Look, gold.
Look, gold, Goldie.
Like you look over, like Goldie looks over at you and is continuing to chew. Do you try to roll animal handling for me, please? Try to lure her out with gold. Come here, Goldie. Remember though, this stuff's shinier than gold, so it's regular right now.
I'm terrified. Because I'm trying this shit.
Alright, animal handling. Dolly, you see giant thing, a giant Miss Lucy May reaching out, come here, Goldie, I got some gold.
Oh my god.
Betty.
Alright, Goldie looks at you and she's nibbling on some of the crystal and almost breaks one off. She looks at you, she looks at Gold and she notices how big you are, and then she's like, eh, and she hops across, making it waddle, almost smacking you in the face, and she hops onto your hand and starts nibbling on the gold. So you got her. You got her.
Okay, I got her. Goldie, don't do that shit. Pardon my language.
No
And
problem,
then I just-
told lady.
And I just, as I'm going around the corner, I just start shrinking.
So you all the way back where you need to be, and you shrink right down.
Oh no, as I'm walking down the stairs, I just go back normal size. So it looks like I got big, but then I just come back down like a party trick.
Good trick. Okay, please keep your friend close to you, ma'am. Please.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Right,
come get
back
your
into the
child.
dining room, please. She's looking up, and her
Goldie.
eyes are sparkling, looking up at it ah! I want a chandelier.
You are not
Goldie.
getting.
By the way, this
Goldie,
entire time, Diego, you've just been chatting with her about Chester.
I guess she knows what a sand otter is and what it does now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think, can I, while I was going, well, sort of, of course, Chester is just simply a prototype at this point. It is certainly capable of quite a bit of intelligent
Chester
decisions,
waddles
but-
in and points at Goldie.
Ah, can see you, Jester.
Hello, you charming little guy. Hello.
Goldie, be polite and say hello.
Like, oh, you're so adorable. Jesper comes in and he's like fixes his tie and stuff, trying to look a little Hispanic and smile. Where were you adorable little thing? Come here. Like Goldie like looks at you, like looks over at her, notices the earrings, and hobbles over. Oh, she's just crawling across the table. Look at her go.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Goldie, be
unhanded.
polite. No
Okay,
grabbing.
Look at you. Like you start scratching her face. Like reach out, like gently touch her face. Like, oh, look at her. She's so precious. You know, I like you. You're all shiny and gold. What if I give you a color like mine and we can match? Goldie. He's just like
Now you're
enjoying
just
the
gonna
attention.
spoil her.
And Chester kind of goes off to the corner and just like boom, sits back down and goes into like sleep mode.
It's like, oh, by the way,
Switch
since
left
you are all
audio.
here, do you need to rest before we discuss anything else before dinner or anything? Lunch more or less is just for introductions.
Of course, I would not object to a chance to clean up a bit after, of course, being in my travel clothes.
Hold on.
The
Can you hear anything?
So for anyone on Twitch, we have lost audio. If you're on YouTube, we have audio.
We have okay,
no.
so it just reload Twitch.
He did. He checked app and browser. I will refresh too if it's still showing up. I'm actually got it on Opera right now, so I'm gonna check it.
Okay. By the way, what's your
Okay.
group think about Miss Madame Isolde Vale?
There was definitely he likes her. He's kind of hoping she's much more personable than a lot of people he's met in a similar sort of.
She's very open for
born
her
into
status.
wealth. Yeah, usually these people who are like born into wealth are kind of like stuck up about it or like really demanding about stuff. I mean, especially hearing that she's like bougie, he was worried that she was gonna be like one of those people who's like very strict about like.
But now
you know, that's
see, it's a different type of bougie. She's just glamour everywhere.
Yeah, like she's glamorous. I think is a good way to describe her.
But
So
yeah.
he's relaxed a bit more like that. That's more of his speed.
He's like, oh
So
yeah. What does he
I
think
can
about
work
her
with
in
it.
general? You were asking about a ring a minute ago.
I mean, she is a beautiful young woman, and
Single as hell, apparently.
and he's right now I think probably debating like a business partner, but not necessarily my business partner. So that's not. I mean, I'm a hired hand. So I'm not. It's not like a conflict of interest. So yeah, he's definitely interested in that regard.
So yeah, she's over here. She's like petting Goldie once in a while. She like feeds Goldie a little piece of her food just to watch her eat her. She makes so many cute noises.
Yeah, Twitch is still being.
I'm putting out a thing right now, letting people know if because of the wonky shit, just come over to the Wi-Fi side.
Okay. It's like watching YouTube. The volume is acting weird with Twitch. Well, anyways, like Fiji. By the way, this entire time you've been eating, would you stuff yourself with all this food?
Yes, absolutely.
So you didn't eat an entire rack of ribs and like a whole bowl. And by the way, there's like salad. There's different types of like scalloped potatoes and everything else.
I'm getting like legit real world hungry.
I know, me
No,
too. Just describing
fam.
it. Sorry. But yeah, it's
No,
all
it's all right.
delicious.
Yeah.
Let's say we end at like
Roasted
1
corn.
and go get
Yeah.
a
So
snack
like
before-
15
Yeah.
minutes. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
but since you are here, I would like to at least have you all pick your rooms. She looks extra excited. She like claps her hands. Jasper reaches over to a tray and sets it down, and there are 4 keys. Each one is different. In fact, one key is a beautiful white with a snowflake on it. Another key, it looks like it's gold that has a little green gem on it. Another one is another golden key, but it looks like it has a brass lining with a little sunflower. And another key, it is a deep, almost like silver-like looking color that has a sapphire, a blue color to it. Which key would you like?
I think Fiji would go. I think Fiji would go for the sunflower one.
Oh, good choice. Sunflower room's a good one. 3 keys left. Green, white, and blue.
I guess she would take the blue one. It looks interesting.
Blue? Oh, you may like this one. That leaves for you two the green and the white.
Yeah, it's sort of bows politely and offers for Lucy May to take her choice.
What's the white room? Sounds interesting.
Oh, that one is also a lovely one. Also write down which keys you guys got. Sunflower key, snowflake key, sapphire key, and emerald key.
Yeah, I'm
got
actually
the sapphire, I believe.
I'm running on everybody's, and Diego
got
actually
the
has
snowflake.
like a bit of like a smile. This is quite interesting. When these were brought out, this particular key drew my attention immediately, but of course I did not wish to jump ahead. But it
Which key?
seems if he holds up the gold key with the green gem.
I think you'll like that one. Oh, are all of you done eating?
Yes, thank you.
Good.
Was
Jasper gives her something to drink, and she makes sure to quickly finish it. Let's go then. Come. A.K.A, Jasper, you've already got the keys out. The rooms are prepared, yes? Both of them at once. Yes, my lady. All right, good. Let us go upstairs.
He's like, come along, Chester, and he also sort of leans down, like, and if Goldie starts wandering off, grab her.
By the way, Lucy May's trying to finish up her one tea because she had to quickly go help that situation, but the tea was delicious.
Oh, by the way, since each one of you chose something, I hope you'll know that I'm going to be at least offering you some accommodations while you are here. I know by that time I want to discuss things in a more business matter.
Of course. But yeah, he just sort of brings... Actually, I'm just going to remove Chester, so I'm going to keep track of him, but Chester's coming with us. Move myself there.
All right, so this way it shows like Goldie is a, believe it or not, still being held by Madame Vale.
All right. And Chester is just like if
Goldie
runs off, he's assigned to just grab her.
I'm guessing Goldie is just chillaxing.
All right, all of you head up the stairs. And it's like, okay, so with this section here, you always go up the stairs. The rooms, the guest ones, you guys actually smell nothing but roses in this hall. You smell pure rose everywhere. It smells like a fresh garden. You see A.K.A go and stand at one end of the hall, and on the opposite side of the threshold, you see Jasper move, and Madame Vale stands back. Come, all of you, come and get your rooms.
Where am I?
You're over here.
Oh shit!
Wait, what? Alt shift.
Hold shift and then hold down.
Okay, I'm here.
The mouse button, and it'll auto center all of us.
All right.
On wherever you do that.
All right. So you guys are in the hallway. You see that there's multiple doors, and each one actually has the symbol to the key on it. The upstairs is just as lavish as the downstairs. Anything else? It's got lovely, different wallpaper. There are fresh roses everywhere. I really like the
Didn't-
romantic
did-
sense of the rose. My apologies.
No apology necessary. It is beautiful.
Thank you. I am a bit of a romantic soul.
Mm.
And she gestures like towards the rooms. Please go see your rooms. All right, the first two doors that you see,
Mm-hmm.
this one has like a green leaf on it with a little bit of a golden like leaflet outlet. This right here, it has a sapphire like blue like symbol on the door. The one at the hall to the right has a snowflake painted onto it. And this one right here has a sunflower.
You said this one right here, snowflake.
Yep, snowflake on the right side, sunflower right here, blue sapphire, green and gold.
Mm.
So feel free to go check out your rooms. I hope you
Yeah,
like
so
them. I designed them
Diego
myself.
slots the key inside and opens up the door.
Yep, same here.
I'm not trying to get into your room. I swear, Diego.
I
There.
mean, I opened my own door.
I mean, he wouldn't object if you were.
Yeah, he
I
did.
know.
Well,
Alright,
I opened and
so-
shut my own door.
Oh my gosh, is this a pet bed right here? No, I don't think it
No,
is.
no, it's a stand that has looks like complimentary perfumes on it.
Oh yeah, I'm not going there.
Yeah, you guys walk into each room. Each room, true to its word, is set up in a style very similar to what its design was. Fiji, you step in, there are sunflowers everywhere. Everything has kind of like a sunflower theme. It's like gold and browns, like autumn colors. It's beautiful and comfortable. And the bed, when you go over and sit on the edge of it, is so damn comfortable. Each bed has 4 posts that go up to the near ceiling. So they are very elegant, very sturdy, mind you. And there's desks in each room, vanities, and comfortable beds with multiple pillows. Lucy May, you step in. Everything is winter themed. It has snowflakes in different parts of the walls, light colored furniture, some sets with a tone of like browns or light blues to make it all like blend together better. But it has like a winter feel to it. There's even white orchids decorating the room to make it almost feel like little snowdrops with how they're decorated.
Audio seems to be back on Twitch now.
It's kind of
Awesome.
chipmunky though.
Wait, what? So guys, go up in your rooms and you find all the
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
It's kind of chipmunky. That's what I'm saying.
Shit. Oh, okay. Diego, you step in. There is green and gold everywhere with fresh, like fern plants in there. The air smells fresh. The mirror that's within the room is made of solid gold with decorative angels on each side. It's beautiful. There are paintings and everything. Everything about this is gold and lavish and rich. It is the finest room you've ever stepped into. And Miss Dolly, your room has sets of grays and sapphires with some flowers within it. There's some decorations that are of a similar color. The blue is encapsulating every square inch, but the theme is kept all around it. It's got a little vanity with 3-sided mirror, comfortable chair, and each and every single person's room has beautiful, like, windows of the Victorian, like, crossed like variety that has a little bit of a decoration made of stained glass befitting each theme. So, what do you guys think of your rooms?
Pretty.
Yeah, I like it.
I think Diego's definitely whatever is in. Is this like a sink over here?
It's a little basin, so you can clean up off. So yeah, each room has like a section where you can clean yourself off. There's perfumes, colognes. Oh, and even a gift basket in each room welcoming you. And she's like, I see you've selected this key. Each gift basket has a selection of breads, chocolates, a nice glass of wine in a hexagonal styled like wine glass, very beautiful with a crystal top, as well as a welcome letter It's like, thank you for coming to my home. I hope we have many business ventures in the future. Please enjoy your stay. Ring the servant's bell right next to the doorway if you need anything. Uh, with much love, Madame Isolde Vale.
I think, yeah, Diego was pretty relieved. He thought it was gonna be like a hard sell to somebody who's like antisocial or whatever, somebody who prefers like isolation, but she seems excited to actually, do business and stuff. I was like, oh, this is going great.
Yeah, she's got a lot of hospitality as well.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna ask each one of you, like, okay, Diego, what do you think about your room when you actually see it? Like, are there any features that stand out to you that you adore, or?
I think the gold definitely draws his attention. I think,
Yeah, you match the room.
yeah, that aspect of himself, he can't turn off. But yeah, he's definitely eager to get cleaned up. He brought along like his set of fine clothes that he'd probably choose because she's dressed like she's going to like a goddamn wedding.
And Diego's like, just wait. Okay, so you're gonna get all nice and freshened up. Lucy May, what do you think about your room, and what are things that stick out to you in the place?
I had to walk on in. First of all, I got a little chilly because it's kind of cold over here. But besides that, I kind of do like it's got this contrast. Like when I thought winter, I was like, okay, it's gonna kind of be white, but it's got these nice grays. Got a little black and gold along the wall.
Like literally the colors of winter that you'd see in the forest.
I'm trying to think what sticks out to me like the most because it's
I mean, what would stick out to Lucy May? I will say this: fine craftsmanship. Oh, the floors are made of a stone tile to almost match the gold.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that like it's got like this. I had to zoom in. That's the thing. Oh,
lots of detail.
Something. Yeah, lots of detail. Even the carpet, especially this one. This one's really got some detail to it. Craftsmanship on it. Craftsmanship on everything is like
a 10.
150. Yeah, like 150% up in this joint.
Yeah, she definitely shows her wealth instead of tells. But yeah, the room is comfortable. In fact, the bed, every time you visit a new place that's supposed to be extra comfy, it's like this one tops all of it by 10.
I know. It's like now at this point, she's kind of jotting down like notes. She's like,
this is
I'm
what I want in my house now. Hello.
Like, hold up. I need to improve.
All right. Fiji, what do you think about the sunflower room?
He really likes how warm it is. And like while he didn't like live like when he was like living in Frigg's Mallet, it wasn't like luxurious, but like the warmth of how welcoming like Lady Isolde and it has been like makes him a little homesick.
Aww. So homesick, but also he got to taste bow and stuff for
but he feels satisfied, but he's missing his family a little bit.
So he likes it, but he's like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the area actually smells of almost like a fresh autumn air.
It's very cozy.
All right, and Miss Dolly, what does she like about her room? What stands out about it for her?
It's hard to say because she likes it, but it's so fancy. Like she feels really out of place.
Is she afraid to touch anything?
Yeah, she's afraid to even sit on the bed. It looks really nice and like fancy.
By the way, Goldie had jumped in there to see what you got, and she's already messing up the bed. She's jumping up and down. She's grabbed the pillow, and she's like doing that thing where she rolls around on her belly and kicks it with her lower legs, with a little blue like extra like pillow for support. But each one of you have an opportunity to rest in your rooms now, and yes, this is where we're gonna end for tonight. You guys are now in your rooms.
Whoop.
But
we found a thing.
You found a thing. Oh, before we end off, what do you guys think about I should say, Madame Isolde Vale? Like,
She's way nicer than I thought she was gonna be. She seems pretty cool.
I'm still a little suspicious.
are you suspicious at all? Anybody else, or?
Diego's not really suspicious. He's mostly just kind of like weighing in his mind, like, okay, is it weird if we hook up, or is it not?
Is it weird if we hook up?
And so, like, if this room's this night, what's her bedroom like?
Yeah.
Like, goddamn.
Guess he could find out.
He's definitely, but he is just like he's getting as fully dressed up as he can.
You want to dress to impress.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You guys feel a little bit of a knock on your door, like you hear like, and you when you answer it, you see this is like one at a time. Each one of you get a small welcome package. You get handed a box by either Akane or by Jasper, the butler. Both of them hand you a box. When you open it up, you literally see that there are brand new clothes that would actually match your sizes. And there's a note that says, "Pardon me for if I seemed a little too. Pardon me if this seems rather forward, but I asked some information to Miss Hesper about your sizes and possible preferences. I hope you like the new clothes. I'll see you at dinner. Please dress appropriately," with a smiley face. Yeah, you guys have brand new clothes to wear at dinner.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap. We got some new drip.
Very expensive drip. Yes. Now
Oh,
we're
shit.
ending for the night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, what? Are you gonna explain to us what kind of clothes in like the chat in our?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'll explain to you guys so you guys can grab food and stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for coming tonight. Peeps
Bye.
and creeps. We got to actually have a fight tonight. DM kills went up to 12. Remind me of that, rather than just 11, because Fiji threw me off. You threw me off, Fiji. It's just a couple of times almost. Like, damn, but only once did I laugh out loud. I tried to hold it in for the other times. But yes, peeps and creeps, I'll let you know when we're able to play again. I'm glad we could play tonight. My internet is actually scheduled to be shut off for a little bit, so wish me luck. But yeah, we'll let you know more about the financial stuff that's happening. We're just trying to push through it to the best we can, and us getting whatever assistance we are able. Have a great night, peeps and creeps. Don't forget to, I guess I'm gonna say it because some people might be watching on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, whatnot. My god, that felt a little cringy. My mouth burned a little bit. But you guys have a great night. Bye-bye.